Hopefully that's working. Why is it saying we're offline? Oh no, not like this.
It does for a little while.
Okay, there we go. We are here. Back in the UK.
Yeah.
Back in black. I'll just do one game randomly first, just to get people in here.
Yeah.
Deadly B, how's it going? British Brazilian, hello.
Off the mark tonight.
Hello.
How sunburnt he is, guys.
Australia whining stream. Yeah.
They know you well.
Pretty much.
Yeah, the good looks are gone. Back to good games rather than good looks.
I was watching, so we had it hooked up to our TV, Jack, and
Oh,
me and
don't
Tamal just laughing at your plays the whole time.
I was so tired that night, and I came off of that stream, and I was so done with everything. I was like, I'm quitting this game. I'm so quitting this game.
You had enough.
It was one of those nights where, like, early on, I threw a game, and because of that, I was just I was tilting myself more.
Yeah. You were overthinking like the simplest stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And the more tilted I was getting, the more I was overthinking stuff.
Yeah.
So by the end of that stream, I don't play Pokemon for like 3 or 4 days after that. Just so done.
Ziggy, Orlando Breloom, Danny, Honest Thief. Hello everyone. Hope you're having a good day. Let's try some funny Zoro spread stuff.
Starting it early.
Because we have a new Tapu Lele. That's a pretty fun card to play with. So,
How many are you playing?
1.
Maverick.
Play Gladion.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you play Gladion?
How's Dow got the psychic ones?
No idea. They're French, aren't they?
I don't...
The ones you can get.
Are they?
I don't know. Oh, really bored.
Deadly B, did I play Zoropod? I did.
Don't spoil it,
Zoro
Deadly
Brick.
B. Still to come. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
Zoro Brick is more
Stories.
accurate.
If only that was the psychic routes.
The trash rats list make us want to vomit. No, it looked pretty fun.
Yeah, he did Orlando breathing. Yeah, Power Mouse, it should be a Kirkham stream. I'm too good looking there to get on the camera. That's what it is.
There's a correlation between how good looking you are and how good you are at the game.
No comment.
You'd come on, and you'd be so good looking, but you'd just be so bad at the game.
After the talk we've just had, I'm not sure.
I'm a nice blend, Luke. I'm a nice blend of good and hot.
Okay.
As in slightly under the bar for both.
Yeah, I'll be attending Malmo, as will Jack and Luke, who are all there.
Yeah.
Well, indeed.
We're doing draft results. Oh man, I completely forgot about those.
You want me to send them to you?
Yeah, that can be something.
Oh, they're a Google Doc.
Okay.
It's all done for you. I don't know whether everyone else is free. I know Tamal's asleep, so
Yeah.
he won't be here. I can. Nick, could you message in that Facebook chat with Tord and Benji to see if they wanna,
It's just
or
we
if they at least. Well, yeah, we've got a lot to do
we've
anyway.
got a lot to do.
Yeah.
We could just briefly.
Go
To
over
be
it.
fair,
Who
Nick,
won and
are you?
lost.
I'm gonna say, are you bringing it up because you did win?
Yeah. The Aussie recap will be today, and it will be very, very brief.
Hey Joe, you're in the chat as well. What's going on?
Who?
He said evening clowns.
Super Ginger Kid.
Uh,
Why is there a Latios in the active? Because it does double damage against a Buzzwole.
sorry, spread deck, boys.
Yeah. One of those spread mons.
And get on my level. Prepare to be spread real quick. We want to hit a Potown. That's what we want to hit right now.
That'd be a good draw.
Whoops.
What's going on here then? You're spreading the love.
Trying to.
Super Ginger Kid is little Jimmy's new account, so Joe wouldn't bully him.
Why didn't I play Zorigadi? We'll get to it. We'll get to it. It's a really annoying reason. It's a really, really annoying reason.
So sad.
Just another internet's floating
Who needs them?
by.
Who needs them? They're already broken.
Hello, cat.
Omnicat is back, guys. No more Omnibird, but Omnichair and Omnicat are back.
Cat will cheer me up.
Which one's this?
The only one that comes on stream.
So Joe, I don't know why, but you actually look more pale, if that's possible. I don't know why.
You know, just Australia was cold, all right.
Freezing.
Absolutely freezing over there. I was inside. What do you expect? Still whiffing Potowns.
For days.
I do play 3. Play Zorigab. Yeah, we can test some Zorigab.
Let me mute this chat. Okay.
Oh, they're playing the Necrozma thing. Oh, God. Spread v spread. Oh, what happened?
Ah.
Oh, my God.
You've been had.
Holy. I mean, we have a Sorola, but this is still absolute clown fiesta territory.
Joe, I found the deck I want to play this weekend.
Yeah.
Cheeky multi-switch.
Multi-switch. Just had the space.
You just had the space, mate.
Just had the space. Oh, good God.
I don't know what the issue is here, Joe. Just had the space in his stage 2 deck.
Just had the space.
Wow.
I should probably start cocoing, huh? But I've already committed bloody counter energy, and this basically just kills it immediately. But it's 90 versus 2, 4, 6, 8. 130. So that's
Is
maths.
40 a big deal?
Wait, this is
Wait, no, you've got weakness.
it's weak to
haven't you?
psychic. Okay, forget
Yeah.
it. I'd be losing damage.
Oh, God.
Yeah. What's going on?
Oh, God.
Let's do more damage instead. I had to check it. I was like, wait,
Is this weak to psychic?
you'd be terrible if you're weak to dark.
Mm.
No, it's a trade off the Zoroark. What do I trade away there, Nick? Floatstone, maybe the only valid target to trade away, but it's still a good card to hold. Plus, I don't need to dig for anything this turn. The Acerodo is more for the heal. Ditch the Espeon.
You got rescue stretch at your fine.
Yeah. Now we have some good trades. Played Xerneas in Australia with Necrozma. That's pretty mad. How much damage do we have on board? 240, 330. 330. So we could go Lele to kill the active and kill the Curlier, leaving him with just Rolts. Or we could do more spreads and try and deal with all of it. Again, I think dig for Poe Town is still the priority here. Dig for Poe. There's one. Good news. I think it's too late for Necrozma, so I think we'll just bin him. Now then.
Johnny Meme asked what our thoughts are on Espeon Garb coming back. Do you think yay or nay?
I don't see it. There's loads of articles and chatter about it coming back, but it's got the same weakness as Buzzwole, and people will try and beat Buzzwole. And Mewtwo is really also great against Espeon Garb. And Espeon Garb's still quite bad against Zoroark decks, which will remain a factor no matter what, so...
I think Confusion's still a big thing, but yeah, I think it's, in general, one of the weaker Garb decks.
I think you could be playing a much better Garb deck.
If you're thinking about Psychic typing, then you've got Garb anyway. I think one of the only draws for me is the fact that Espeon is Psychic, but again, you've got Garb to do Psychic stuff anyway, so I'd rather play a better card like Galithopod or Buzzwole, I think, a lot of the time.
Yeah. I think it's just better options all around. I don't think, although Confusion is annoying, I don't think it does enough damage.
Mm-hmm.
So I just don't. It's in the right place.
Mm.
So overall, nay. Testing any Glaceon tonight? I don't think we will be. Frankly, I haven't had enough time to test the new format, so I don't have enough time to make a good Glaceon list. One that I'm completely confident in for a regional, so I'll leave it to other people. Raichu Garb OP. Raichu wasn't the thing I was thinking
list. Oh, that list.
That boy. $400, 420, 440, 460, 480 damage on the board. That's enough to kill both Guardies, which is pretty cool. We can probably trade to it. If clown emojis don't clown emoji us. Wait a minute. Very good.
Dunno. Trumpet, Espion, Celestina, Garb. What's the Celestina for? Other than the obvious, Guardy.
So Guardi's a pretty one to hit, to be fair. But I still don't think Celestina is still that good of a Guardi counter. It's definitely scary metal Pokemon right now.
This is fine. We can hit the thingamajig next turn.
Oh, the thingamajig.
Yeah, you know.
Good target, to be fair.
The thingamajig.
David Allen, welcome. Seems like all the new decks from the last set are pretty meh. Thoughts? I think they all seem a bit meh because the whole format's been thrown up in the air this weekend.
2 Evo Sodas playing around with 4 Potowns. So ridiculous. Oh man. Okay. Time to die. Don't be the bottom 3 cards, please.
One time?
Don't be the bottom 3 cards, please. Whew. Okay. Now that we have the Lele. We can casually draw the counter energy. Uh-oh. One, two, three, four. Okay, let's do it. So, 160. Can I win this turn? Let's think about this. So, you two are both 20 off. Yeah, we win. Magical swapsies.
Magical click lots.
Woo! Bye. Why no Lele before trade to thin the deck? Did I have supporters? I guess I did. Maybe should have. So then it would have had to be bottom 2, and then I'd still have to whiff off the N. Special charging after was always right, but yeah, maybe the Lele first. If I didn't need the bench space for the Espeon. This deck is not spread Garb, it's spread Zorro. And it's probably bad. But we just spread a lot of damage. If they'd hit parallel that turn, we like always lose, but just ignore that fact.
Because they didn't.
Am I playing any Sycamores? No.
Who needs them?
Sycamores discard cards.
Welcome back to the OmniPoke circus.
What do I think about Espeon Garb for Malmo? Like I said, I don't think Espeon Garb's great. I think Garb's pretty good for Malmo. I think there'll be a few people trying to get creative with the new stuff that'll just get caught out, but I don't think Espeon is correct. I mean, there aren't any new good matchups for it, right? There are new good matchups for Garb, but everyone's going to be teching for Boswell, and then you die. So let's try not to die, huh? How's that sound?
Sounds good. Sounds clever.
How'd you like them apples?
How well do I expect Glaceon stuff to do at Malmo? Really depends. I think the top European players were all in Australia this weekend, so I imagine they won't be playing Glaceon unless they've somehow miraculously come up with an amazing list in a week.
Had time.
So I think in and around top 32 is where I will expect it. I think so. Like there will be players like Carl Peters who like finds a way to break the deck, so it could come first just because there are players like that who just know how to make a deck like Glaceon work phenomenally. So maybe someone has a breakout performance with it. I would more so expect it to be in and around top 32 at like 3 or 4 slots. That's my conservative estimate. Ooh, nice top deck. We take those. We don't take those, though. Come on, 8 outs. Let's not beetle. Let's not go through this again. Oh, fuck.
Fudge.
Love this game. It's like my favourite game.
The
flashbacks.
It was one of the all-time best games. Top 10 anime games.
Just a casual 8-card dig fail. Should you play a different Garb list? Maybe. Garb's good. Zoro Garb. Now that's the spice. I need to build that.
Do you?
I've got it. I mean, I've tested it IRL, and it's actually decent. I was testing against Bodhi, and I tested a bit against Laura with the deck, and it's good.
Okay.
I don't want to try it, to be fair. Seems fun.
How do you even play Zorogarb? Well, let me tell you. Let me show you. Zorogarb is a better Gliscopod Garb in your opinion? Yes, but it's weak to fighting, which is a bit of a problem. Bit of a hurdle that we have to jump.
Yeah. Slight issue.
I have ways to do it, so don't worry.
Oh boy.
It does involve my favourite meme card, Bursting Balloon.
Oh yeah! You were being serious when you told me that the other day. I'd written that message off.
It was real. Oh, next card, you clown.
Well, that could have gone in a very different direction.
Do I accept that 130 is enough? I think I have to, because it's only 2 float stones in the deck, and we'd have to find energy all over again, and we have to do all sorts of stuff, so. 2 slow for Necrozma already. Necrozma's like a beast card, but only if you can get him online in like 2 turns. And that didn't happen. Let's do this. Maybe just this. Actually, no, it will be this. Do we still have Stretcher? Stretcher's not available. We'd have to Gladium for Stretcher, which feels bad, man, obviously. So we'll keep the Latios available for later. And just grab Coco for now. He may want to just Guzma Zorua this turn. So Panage, how's it going?
How's it going?
Welcome.
Lele's pretty good attacker. So I hear.
Why not play it like Mark did? Because I think the deck still needs to draw more cards with trade. I think Mark's lists was obviously very good, and he only got top 64, but he ID'd his last round because he was lazy. He could have made top 32 and gone even further in the tournament. It is Mark after all, and his list was like good, but I think the way he built it requires very, very careful management of the game, and you can get punished like super hard by just locking yourself out of trade, whereas Bursting Balloon is like easy mode for the deck because you can slap it on Garb carefree because you know you'll have trade again the following turn.
Yeah.
So I think Bursting Balloon is like the lazy man's way to play the deck, and there's nothing wrong with that. So yeah, this has gone real poorly, huh?
Just a bit.
Hello, cat. Save me from this absolute mess that we're in, cat. Come on. That's right. Nay, Guzma, or Lycanroc. 5 cards to find it. Good job.
You have a
Okay,
good deck.
Zora spread is bad. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. I won't be playing that this weekend. Get in the bin. Right, let's do a quick run through of what's it called? Brazil? No. Australia.
That's why you did bad. You went to the wrong internet.
I called this Brazil whoops as well. Whoops.
Oh, what a beetle.
Let's call it Sydney whoops. Okay.
Double whoops. That's how bad it was.
Yeah, this is the thing. I'm trying to block it out of my mind already. Oh my god. Okay. So this is the list I played for Sydney.
Whoops.
I played Zoropod again, just because it did well in the Cups and did well in Leipzig until it hit Mill. I figured that for an Internats, Mill would be less popular, just because I thought there'd be more good players tryharding. Just like a mini Worlds almost, because of the amount of people actually attending the event and how many were good. And I feel like top players don't play Mill. I think there wasn't much reason to...
Yeah, Jack.
There wasn't much reason for me to tech around Mill. I thought people would want to draw more cards of Zoroark and do all that shenanigans. So just played what was safe, what I knew, what I tested a bunch of. The week before the event, when I was actually in Sydney, I was testing mainly other decks, but playing against Zoropod. Basically, a couple other people in the house or in the apartment I was staying in were all playing Zoropod as well. So we were testing matchups like Buzzrock, like Guardy, all that sort of stuff, Volk. Getting a bunch of testing in, and by playing the other side, it also can sometimes help you when you're actually playing Zoropod yourself. So I felt really confident. You know, I've put in a bunch of games in the deck already. Since Leipzig, I added one Parallel City, mainly just because of seeing it in people like Tord's and Benji's lists. And in hindsight, I actually hated the card. I think it's a one card change that I really disliked. I would definitely prefer to go back on this if I could, but hey. I think this definitely should have been a second E-Hammer. I think in Leipzig and in my League Cups, I never really saw the value of E-Hammer because of just the matchups that I faced. But I think after this weekend, a couple of my ties could have easily been wins if I just hit hammers at the right times. There was a game where I had 4 puzzles in hand against Buzz Rock. And I had a 6-card deck, and I had 2 trades. And I missed E-Hammer, and I missed N. So I had to puzzle back for N, and just N, and I still whiff E-Hammer. But it could have been a turn where I went E-Hammer, puzzle back E-Hammer, another card, play E-Hammer, puzzle back E-Hammer a 3rd time, and then play N. I could have done all that in one turn, completely flipped the game, and basically insta-win. But because I only had access to 1 and couldn't find it, that became a game of, not a match loss, but one of my 3 games became a tie, and that really sucked. But that was, again, just RNG. Just really annoying that happened. Bottom 2 cards are the cards I needed to draw into. But oh well. So yeah, I think from the list, the only thing I would change is cut Parallel. I know that Benji absolutely loved playing Parallel and still says that it's a huge reason behind his success with the deck and stuff. So it's just one of those things where only playing one of as well, I found it hard to utilize it in the right times. And also a lot of other decks were playing Parallel City, so it naturally becomes more awkward for you where you have to find Blower, and Parallel then becomes a dead card anyway. So I definitely didn't enjoy it this tournament, and it's the first time I played it. I've tested it on PTCGO and found it underwhelming, but I was being promised by very good players that it's really worth it, so I sort of joined the bandwagon. Thank you, Plond, for following. But yeah, in hindsight, Parallel just didn't really suit my playstyle with the deck, so that definitely shouldn't have made that change, but oh well. Other than that, I was going between 3rd Field Blower and 2nd Sycamore. I think actually the morning of was when I made the flip-flop back to 2 Sycamore, just because I was goldfishing hands and I was drawing badly. So I was like, I actually ran up to Jesper and he gave me a Sycamore. So that was cool, but it didn't help me draw any good cards throughout the tournament anyway, so it doesn't matter. So I guess I just do round by round. Round 1, I beat a mirror match. It's a Yu-Gi-Oh player who's pretty new to Pokemon. Able to win that quite easily. Round 2, I faced a Zoro Lycanroc, able to 2-0 that as well. That was pretty cool. Round 3, I faced William Azevedo, who ends up coming top 4 of this event with Buzzrock. So he's a good player. I've actually played him before in Brazil. When I was playing Quadlapris, he was playing Decidueye, and I led Wobbuffet 2 times against him. So he got some good payback on me. Game 1, he hit 4 elixirs turn 1 and went first, which was pretty cool for a Buzzrock deck. Pretty nice to do. That was hard to deal with, and basically I just couldn't deal with it. And game 2, draw pretty poorly. Obviously you draw a little bit worse in this matchup than normal because they deal with Zaruas so quickly. But there were turns where I missed DCE, and there are turns where I couldn't hit Mewtwo. Whenever I could hit Mewtwo, I missed Choice Band, so I couldn't get KOs anyway. So he just really trounced me in half an hour, both games, so that was pretty grim. Then round 4, I faced... oh my god. I'm going to start forgetting this because I blanked it from my mind because I was so depressed. I faced Thomas Just, who's a Czech Republican player. He's in top 16, very good player. He was also playing Buzzrock. He was actually playing a very heavily teched to beat Zoroark. He was playing 2 Parallel, and he was playing Bridget. And it really did put in work. Again, stifling the setup in terms of not letting you get Zoroarks down by KOing them and also paralleling. So if you're trying to attack with Golisopod, you're only really ever getting down 1 Zorua to stick. And that really did suck. So again, very rapid loss for me. 2-0. I think in both games he was able to establish like double artillery. There was a turn where he had a 3-card hand size and he was like 4 prizes up, and I had the option of finishing off a Buzzwole, dealing with a Lycanroc, or dealing with artillery. He was 1 energy off on both of his attackers, so I went for artillery instead and hoped that he just didn't have a hand to try and get back into the game. But he just Ultra Balled Lele, Sycamored, and like got on with it, etc. But I think that was like a calculated risk that I had to take. I think he still had 3 prizes actually, but his hand size was low, and I was like, well, I can definitely come back into this game if he just has 1 slow turn, but it just didn't happen. So that was kind of annoying. But yeah, it was a heavily, like, it was an anti-Zoroark list. Even though it's Buzzrock, it was even more heavily teched with the double parallel. And that was really hard to beat. And yeah, 2-0'd me there. So actually lost to 2 Buzzrocks, which before that weekend, I hadn't lost a single game, let alone series, to Buzzrock. So losing 4-0, 2 games on the bounce was like really disheartening. It was really weird to see. Doomsday donated £5. Buy a beer to forget that it all happened. I'll try. I'll do it in Malmo. In round 5 now, so I'm 2-2, which really sucks. In round 5, I face a Zoroark Rainbow Energy Buzzwole deck that played a mixture of Choice Bands and Fury Belts. I think it played multi-switch. It played a bunch of things. Definitely game 1 got super caught off guard by a multi-switch play that got a Buzzwole out of nowhere that I couldn't respond to. So I lost game 1. Figured out what his deck was all about game 2 and was able to win, but there was no time for a game 3. Very creative list. Just heavy Buzzwole, Acerola looping with Fury Belt, just how you saw Frank do it with his Garb list, but this time with Zoroark support. That was pretty cheeky. I also had to play around him using Zoroark's GX attack because he was playing Rainbows. So having to not put down Glycopods at times was kind of interesting. Parallel actually helped me in that game because I could parallel away Lele's so that I could put Glycopods down and not lose the game for myself. So that was cool. So yeah, 2-2-1. Then I faced Nitish, one of the only other UK players in the tournament. I think there was 4 Masters in the whole event from the UK. He was playing Tommy's Gardevoir list. Game 1 was absolutely ridiculous in how it went down. I lead Mewtwo, he leads a Rangaroo. I have nothing, so I play N, attach a DCE, pass. He literally draw passes. The hand I end myself into was Grass Energy, Glycopod, Field Blower, N. So I play N again, draw nothing, hit him for 20 with a Rangaroo. Oh no, sorry, off the second N I hit Wimpod, so I benched that. Then off of the N on his side, he's able to put a Ralts down, attach an energy, and then pass. I top deck into Glycopod, so I can Glycopod Guzma on turn 3. So it gave the illusion of me actually having like a strong hand because I did like an optimal play on turn 3. But other than like if I hadn't top decked Glycopod, it was literally just a Psychic for 20 on a Rangaroo all over again. So after he saw the Ralts go down, he just scooped game 2, which was like pretty lucky for me because my hand still had nothing going on. But obviously it was just one of those games that was just so bizarre because we both just did absolutely nothing for like 3 turns. But yeah, game 2 was a long drawn out game. It was pretty crazy actually. It got to the point where he was just cycling max potions, not even trying to attack me at all, but he was trying to like run me out of resources while my deck was like 6 or 7 cards, and I had to juggle between like playing around Gallade coming out, playing around just potential huge burst from Gardevoir, whilst also not running out of deck and having enough fuel to get there. In the end, I did have enough to get there, which is pretty cool. But that was actually like a really close series that we had because he cycled back like 3 max potions, I think, and he played 4, so I had to play around like 7 potions in the whole game, and that was a real strain on resources. So he played that really well in the second game, made it very difficult, but able to get there in the end, so that was cool. So I win a game, so now I'm 3-2-1. I basically have to climb on. I basically can't take losses or ties at this point. Actually, I could take one tie to make top 64, to guarantee top 64, but I couldn't take any more losses, I don't think. Maybe 5-3-1 could have got me there. I can't remember. 5-3-1 was on the bubble line, I think, for top 64, which was all I needed to get to top 16 for Brazil. So, yeah, so 3-2-1. Then I face... I think it was another Lycanroc Zoroark. They go first, get the Bridget, get the basic fighting energy attached to a Rockruff. So it's like the ideal turn 1. My turn 1 is Miss Bridget, just N and do like nothing. And they end up just like, I think they take 5 prizes all on individual win pods that I keep benching and recycling with puzzles and stretcher. But I just literally had no answer to Lycanroc because he kept just dealing with Wimpod and just carrying on. So that kind of sucked. Lost game 1. Game 2 goes more to plan. I also prized E-Hammer game 1 as well, which really, really hurts. I think, like I said, Parallel wasn't useful. Definitely second E-Hammer would have been so sick. I really should have been playing 2 E-Hammer for longer. I sort of got comfortable with just playing 1 over the last few tournaments. But in hindsight, it's like really bad to only play 1, especially against Zoroark. It's like clear and evident that they really suck if you hit enhanced hammers. Like the deck is terrible if you hit enhanced hammers against them. In playtesting against Logan, whenever we played, he was playing 2E hammer, and I was sat there literally just saying, man, how can anyone even play Zoroark? I feel like it's a terrible deck if you just hit E hammers at the right times. So I probably should have bumped up to 2. After testing that, but you know, in previous tournaments I was like kind of okay with it. So yeah, yeah. Someone's put in that you can whiff on 5-3-1, 6-2-1, or 5-2-2. Yeah, something like that sounds right. So yeah, ended up tying that one. So that puts me at 3-2-2. So I need to win my last 2. I face. Oh man, what do I face? Oh yeah, I face Joey Ho, who's playing Sylveon Guardi, like Broken Voix. Game 1, he's just like passing, doing nothing, and I'm able to win in like 3 turns, 4 turns, something like that. Game 2, he gets everything going and wins. In game 3, it's a really weird circumstance where I go first, get my Bridget out, have like a really good turn 1. He just goes, he starts Zorua, has Ralts on the bench. He just attaches a fairy to Ralts and passes. So I go in with, I can't hit Guzma, which is a shame. I only get 1 Zoroark GX in play, so my turn 2 was like pretty mediocre, but I still just go for Riotous Beating. And his turn 2, he draws Candy's Gallades, attaches, and then Bridget's afterwards. Blows up my only Zoroark, and I just have no response to his Glade for like 2 turns, so he like overwhelms me. But it's one of those things where you see someone just essentially draw pass. Like they attached a fairy, you don't really care about that. And it was game 3, there wasn't enough time for me to win a legitimate game, so I wanted to race him as quickly as possible. And I think especially because I saw him dead draw game 1, like so horrifically, like never really get into the game at all. And he was playing 4 max potions, he was playing Sylveon, he was playing 2 Gallades, he was playing like a lot of like greed cards, because it was Guardi Zoroark, but it also played Sylveon. So like there was a lot going on in his list. I thought there was a high chance that he could jank. So I just sort of almost saw the draw pass. I guess you could say it was a bait or whatever, but I was trying to end the game as quickly as possible because there wasn't, like, game 2 was super long. So I felt like there wasn't point in me drawing anyway at that point, so I thought I should just go for the win, and ended up that he just had turn 2 Candy Gallade and like pretty much stormed the board. In hindsight, I could have just like evolved Zoroark on the bench and maybe like dug to try and attach to a Wimpod or something and just pass. But when you basically see a pass turn 1 from your opponent, especially as a stage 2 deck, you feel like you can definitely just win the game in a few turns, and that's what I went for, but it just went pretty badly, especially because like my follow-up after that, I didn't have any other Zoroarks, so maybe it was too greedy on my part in hindsight. But I think if I hadn't gone for that play, we'd probably just end up tying anyway. Like, even if he could get Candy Gallade out, he would have to like KO as a Ruler or something. or his own Zorua would still be in the active, and he would have to like Zoroark KO my active Zorua, Zorua. I don't know. It just would have been a longer game had I not gone for it. But yeah, so that ended up in a loss. So obviously, after that loss, I just drop out of the tournament because I can't get any points. So pretty bad day for me. Overall, I missed Bridget 6 times in 18 games, which is pretty sad when you play 4 and 4 Ultra Ball and 3 Lele. Statistically, very difficult for that to happen 6 times of 18. I think you'll know, and it really is a huge deal for this deck to get the Bridgets going. 3 Evo Soda as well, so I'm super like all in on hit Bridget, get going, and then it just didn't happen. I think Parallel, was the only card that I felt was bad in the list, but literally throughout the tournament, it was like a story of me whiffing DCs on certain turns, having to pass with stuff in the active, or just like missing Acerola. Actually, this is actually a wrong list. I only played 2 Evo Soda. I played 3 Acerola. But yeah, it was just a lot of whiffing stuff. Just in many counts. I think even games I won, I felt like I drew poorly. I think the only game I drew well, like the only series I drew well, was my round 1 opponent, where I got like 4 Zoroarks out and Golisopod out against him. I feel like that was the only time I genuinely drew well. I think every other game, even my trades were awkward. Like I was never drawing into excess Bridgets that I could just insta trade away. I was drawing into like hands of like puzzles, energy, and useful supporters that I was always having to like really and ah about what I have to discard here and what I need to hold on to. Only playing 2 blower instead of 3 means that you always need to kind of hold on to them and like mirrors in case they're playing Parallel and stuff like that. So it was just a really awkward day all around, and I think I was never really going to do well in the tournament, just how I was drawing. It was just one of those days overall that wasn't going very well for me. I did know about the Tord secret dot deck. Tested that a little bit in the lead up to the event, and let me show you the build I would have played if I was to play it. The main reason I didn't end up playing this deck, ironically, was because I didn't think Buzzrock was a strong enough matchup, or like I didn't think he had a strong enough matchup against Buzzrock, and I ended up losing to 2 as Zoropod, and Tord ended up, beating a bunch to win the tournament. So it really sucks that I chose to not play it because of that reason. But through testing, I felt I wasn't confident with the deck, and I guess that's what's most important. So I knew about Secret Tord deck, chose not to play it, which is a bit sad. But my list would have been really different from Tord's anyway. Rabbit22489 is now following, thank you. So basically, I saw this deck like 3 or 4 days before the tournament. I think it was the Tuesday or Tuesday night. And we saw a list, and basically there was all these one-offs that's really like not like Tord as well, to play loads of one-offs.
Yeah.
I thought it was really really weird, and I didn't like the fact that it played a bunch of one-offs. So the main intention when they originally made the Zorogali deck was because they didn't want to lose to Mill. If anyone knows that Tord went to Leipzig and didn't cut for the first time in like ages, and that was because of Mill. So he wanted to play something that had an answer to Hooper, and having Twilight GX means that you basically don't lose to Mill ever. So that's the whole reason why he actually went towards this stage 2 deck in the first place. Also the fact that you had a strong matchup to other Zoroark decks because you were playing double Gallade. At least that's the first rendition that they played. They played double Gallade. And that's kind of what I tested. We went away, tested it Wednesday, Thursday with the UK guys. And this is how I ended up like stripping it away, making it as basic as possible. Again, having the Bridget, the Evo Sodas, playing Curlier because we played such a high Evo Soda count, stuff like that. I think I just tried to simplify it as much as possible. So that's like the other consideration deck that I would have played. Obviously, everyone who played this deck did really well in the tournament, which is a bit of a shame. And I think my list being like super simplistic probably would have helped me. Obviously, Parallel is a really good card in the deck that I wasn't playing. Choice Band is a one-of, was important at times for Tord in the tournament. So there's definitely reasons to why they're listed well. But yeah, also them playing 2 Guardy was like, you ended up seeing that Tord against Buzzrock was just basically a Guardy deck that had a draw engine. So who knows? I probably still would have done badly with this anyway. So yeah, that's the other deck that I was like considering at the time, but I wasn't confident with it, so I just went back to Zoropod. But anyway, that's it. Enough of that nonsense. Let's look at the results, the top 64 decks, and see what did well and all that good stuff. So, I need a break from talking. Jack, talk about Tord's list.
Yes. Tord's list. Let me wait. I'm a little bit behind, so let me wait till it's out. In general, I think the engine is so. All I've been on about this week to every single Pokemon player, I like joking contest this because I think all I've been on about is this Zoroark engine. It is bonkers. And I remember Tord saying, I think it was after his Zoropod win, maybe it wasn't, but it's around then. He was like, I have a 45 card Zoroark deck, and what I do is I fit 15 cards in for the tournament. And you can just like compare this list with Zoropod, and you can see that's exactly what he's done. He's taken the fact that Zoroark GX is a good card, and he's picked the best secondary or backup attacker for the deck, and it just works so well. I've been trying to put, I've been trying to do sort of have this engine in so many decks this week. I haven't been playing much, but I've been searing a lot this week. And yeah, the Tord engine is just, or the Zoroark engine. I don't want to say the Tord engine because I feel like it takes away from the Limitless guys as well. But
Tord made the deck, don't worry.
But the engine is so consistent and like so it's just so good. I can't think of a better word than it's just so good that I love it. Yeah, it's a deck. I'm so sad that I haven't had time to play Pokemon this weekend because from what I've heard also about the deck is it's actually quite a difficult deck to play, but it's if you can master it, it's a really, really good deck to know what you're doing with. So I'm sad that I haven't been able to actually get hands-on with the deck. I'm going to really play it. I doubt I'll play it for Malmo, but it's a deck, even though I doubt I'll play it, I want to really try it for Malmo because it feels like a very high skill ceiling deck.
It's a really fun deck as well.
Yeah, and fun. I mean, I played Guardy for 3 months straight, and this, I know it's a Zoroark deck, but this is also a Guardy deck.
Yeah.
And you're able to just blow stuff up sometimes with Guardy, so, you know, it's something that I really want to try, and I think if I'd had a little bit more time to test, I'm almost certain I would have played it. If Malmo was the weekend after this, and it was still in a good place, I think I almost certainly would have played this.
Do you still think it's fine? Do you think it's under threat by anything?
I think it's fine for exactly this weekend.
Okay.
More than it could be fine longer. It could not be fine for this weekend. I still think it's fine for this weekend. But I think, like I say, it could be fine further. But it kind of depends on how Glaceon changes and whether Metal is actually any good. Because then you go from. I feel like you said when Tool was playing against Buzzrock, he turns into a Guardy deck. I think it's a lot more difficult to turn into just a Zoroark deck because Zoroark does cap out. And Duskmane is a really strong attacker against Zoroark, even though it's so you kind of like the metal stuff counters the Guardy stuff, and then Duskmane is just a beat stick. So I think it definitely depends on how good Ultra Prism stuff is. But I think, like you say, because a lot of the top European and US players were over in Australia this weekend, you could get away with it for one more weekend.
Yeah, that makes sense. It was really interesting because when Zoroark first came out, this was Tord tested it with Gardevoir first. And back then, he couldn't find it to work for him. But that's because basically he said after playing like thousands of games of Zoropod at this point, He was like, well, I know the Zoroark engine well enough that I can actually go back and revisit this as a way to beat Mill, but also have a positive against other Zoroark decks. And that's all he really wanted.
Yeah.
And it turned out that Gardevoir is a good enough card to answer.
He's also a good attacker.
Your Volks, your Booloos, random stuff, and is good enough against Buzzwole. I think that's the thing that when I was talking to them, they were most scared of. I remember Philip was testing playing Mew and Mewtwo in the list at the same time just to have, a psychic deck. Just hit them with weakness.com.
Yeah. Which is genuinely one of the best ways to beat a Buzzwole. Like, it struggles with non-EX psychic types just because they have to ramp for 3 energy to knock them out. Whereas both of the ones you just mentioned hit for DCE and hit a decent chunk for DCE as well. So
it's interesting that they ended up just going a heavier Guardy line. They flip-flopped the Guardy and the Gallade count, basically. Saying, you know what, I think our Zoroark's probably good enough with just one Gallade, with puzzles and stuff. We may as well just increase our outs to bad matchups, aka Buzzwole. So I think that's pretty cool.
One big thing for me, I know it's not directly about the deck in itself, but I think given the fact that Ultra Prism is legal as of Friday, so last weekend was the last weekend of this format, and there was still a new deck come out of nowhere and win the tournament, just shows how good of a format we're in right now. I think like over the 3 months we've seen such a polarized metagame. We've had, because I think people forget, we had London Internats and Sydney Internats in the same 3-month block.
Yeah, same format.
And it doesn't feel like that at all. It doesn't feel like that whatsoever. Because back then, Zoropod won, but all of the hype was around Broken Guardy and Guardy Sylveon, and then the sort of weaker metal stuff. And it just feels like it's gone complete huge circle back around to Guardy now being, potentially one of the best decks in format, just because because it's got this Zoroark engine now. And I think that personally just feels like we're in such a healthy format right now for creativity to still be going 3 months into a format.
Yeah, it's really
like
weird.
You say, he tested he tested this back before he actually tested Zoropod, but still in general it was kind of under the radar and came out of nowhere this weekend.
Yeah.
And just tore stuff up.
I remember when people started to pair Guardy with Zoroark, a lot of people, there was a stigma against it because for London there would be too many mirrors and Gallade would just sweep too many prizes. So it made sense why it wasn't previously paired with it. But over we've seen Gardevoir go from top tier to top of tier 2, I guess. And just basically it's been played a lot less, and that opened up the doors for this to be a viable option.
Yeah, and like he said back when, I'm pretty sure he said it this weekend as well. I haven't actually watched any of the stream this weekend, but I've heard he said it before. Everyone's like, oh, how come everyone wrote off Guardy Zoroark? And he's like, it's not Guardy Zoroark, it's Zoroark Guardy.
Oh yeah, and
that is such a huge difference. Like, this is a Zoroark deck, and it someone also pointed out on Verbank when he posted his list. He was like, didn't I see you say he'd never play a stage 2 deck? He's like, it's not a stage 2 deck, it's a Zoroark deck.
Just plays.
And I think it is a genuinely really valid point. Like, his engine his 45 card engine is the same engine he runs in all of his decks. Well, it's a really, really good engine.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think the list is insane. I think Tord is insane. And I think the format right now is there to be abused, and Tord abused it and definitely reap the rewards.
Right, let's look at some other stuff. Nothing too surprising. Buzz Rock showed up hugely. I think 11 were in the top 32 or something like that. Something crazy.
Which I think a lot of people expected.
Yeah.
I think it was going into it. I think it was the best deck in format in my mind.
And it was the American contingent that really all picked up and played it. I'm pretty sure almost every American played Buzz Rock.
That's what I've heard. I've heard.
Yeah, I watched the stream and every American I saw was playing Buzz Rock.
And then,
I spoke to Benji on, I think it was Saturday night, your Saturday night, and he said, yeah, Buzzrock is just being played by all of the Americans.
I think it was only Frank who made top 8 with Buzz Garb, who was the only guy not playing Buzz Rock, basically. So they like the fighting stuff. Joey played the 1-1 Carbink, so expecting Mill, I guess.
Interesting. I didn't see that he played that.
He didn't, unlike a lot of the Americans, play the Mewtwo for mirrors. A handful of Americans were playing Mewtwo. He's also not playing any E-switching cards or multi-switch either. So a very just straightforward list, you could say. 4 Brooklet
Super
here
consistent.
as well. I really like 4
Yeah.
Brooklet. Only 3N is a little scary. Really low on the support account, actually, overall. It's just really artillery focused, I guess. Artillery get me there is basically what he's trying to do. And cycle for his deck. Philip also playing Zorogadi. Will Azevedo, one of the top 4 Brazilian players, doing well on the big stage. Played double Regirock. Played the baby Lycanroc again. People were expecting Mill for this tournament, as you can see. Played multi-switch, played blower, but again, pretty standard. Even more Buzzrock. You can see Azul, Jimmy. These were the ones that I think played double E-switch and Mewtwo for mirror matches. And I think there was enough around that they probably did get value for Mewtwo. I personally don't like the Mewtwo in there. I'd just play Sudowoodo. But yeah, I guess it's something you can multi-switch onto or E-switch to and get going. Frank played Rainbow Buzzgarb. I know he did again for Memphis, I think it was, where he made top 32. So again, it's one that he's experienced with. Played Carbink. It did play Espeon as well, which is really interesting. And it's the Rainbow list, so it's not playing Max Elixirs like Mark's list. It's playing single attachments each turn and focus on Acerola with Fury Belts. So trying to tank with your Buzzwolves, get that spread going, go for devolve plays against a bunch of stuff. 2 parallels and 2 E-Hammer in here as well, so there's a lot of hate for just about everything in the format.
That covers a lot.
Yeah, pretty interesting list. Playing the 2 Trashalanche. One of the things I need to do is look back at the stream and see his games in particular, because I'm still not sure which is my favourite way to build Buzzgarb. I think Buzzgarb will be a threat in the format. I think it's a good play for Malmo. I think if you want to keep up against other Buzz Rocks, I mean, there's 2 different ways you can go about it. You can either play this and go Trashalanche route, or you can try and keep up with them with Max Elixirs. So I think either build has outs to Buzz Rock. I'm not sure which is best, though. What do you guys think? Is it best to play Rainbow Trash, or do you think like Elixir with just Toxin is the way to go?
I think Elixir feel. I understand the other things, but Elixirs, it just helps you ramp up when you need to, and it just feels like Buzzwole kind of relies around Elixirs. I think this just feels a bit slow.
I think there was definitely games. I think one of the games Frank played where he Acerola'd, it ended up like losing him the game almost because he just lost too much tempo in attachments. I think he was basically stuck jet punching the entire game because he Acerola'd on a certain turn. Whereas maybe if he hadn't Acerola'd, sacked a couple of prizes, he could have like had enough to attach fully to a Buzzwole, then play an N, and like come back into the game that way on one big Buzzwole. But it's weird.
The other thing with Elixirs, it feels like, obviously this is more so with the Lycanroc build, but even with just getting nuts Elixirs on the early turns can win you games with Buzzwole. Whereas this deck feels like it has a good late game, but it can't cheese games, like cheese out early games, which with Elixirs you definitely can do, because you can just go Absorption into Knuckle Impact for 4 prizes, which is so good. And I think whilst with Lycanroc you can do that a bit better, because you can pick and choose where your 4 prizes come from. It will still win you games taking 4 prizes in the first 3 turns of the game, whereas this deck just can't do that. Yes, it has a strong late game, but you've got to get to that late game.
One thing that really surprised me is that he's only playing 3 Guzma. I think 4 in Buzzwole is like just common sense to me. It feels really weird that was one of his cuts. I think it's one of the best cards in the game, especially with Boswell. I'm amazed that he only played 3.
Mm.
But he fit in everything. Like, he fit in Carbink, Hammers, Double Parallel, 4 Fury Belts, like, maxing out everything.
Yeah, I was going to say...
Just give you a lot of space, no elixirs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. But cutting a Guzma doesn't feel like a good space to me. But I think it could be...
One Bridget, one Lily as well. I don't know whether... Like, Bridget and Lily both feel very turn 1 cards to me. I think I'd rather a 4th Guzma over a Lily a lot of the time.
Yeah, maybe. Roland from Australia played the attacking Hooper deck. When I first saw this, I thought, man, this can't be better than Mill. It just can't be better than Mill. And still looking at it now, I think this just can't be better than like the Wob Hooper deck that we saw come out of Leipzig. What do you guys think about this list? What are the perks of being able to attack with Hooper?
It stops the little things charging loads of energy up against like Mill and just constantly hitting you, because you can just deal with them there and then. But because it's 2 attachments to attack, it just doesn't feel like it does enough.
Yeah. I mean, Mill also stops you charging up and attacking because they're removing energy.
Yeah, that's the thing. And the only benefit I see of seeing this deck is the fact that you have multiple Hoopers. Like, as a Sylveon player, I like multiple Hoopers is great because Hoopers are really, really strong card to like wear your opponent out. So I get his mindset of with 4 I'll wear them out that way, but like you say, the Mill decks can attack anyway, so I don't think... And Hooper it just fundamentally has a worse attack than Sylveon and Wob. So you know, I personally prefer the Mill approach, but 4 Hooper is a massive, massive pain in the balls to deal with for some decks. One is, so if you've got 4, then it's just gross.
Yeah, I'm not sure about his matchups. I think this had to have just hit matchups where, whoops, can't do a Hooper, I guess I won again. Like, it just feels like a lot of the excess cards in this deck, like, it doesn't matter that he was max elixir into them, it's just they couldn't get over them full stop. Like, that's kind of how it feels to me. I don't know if he was just sort of attacking to pressurize the board so they had to play cards, and then you just go, lol jokes, I'm not actually going for 6 prizes. You've played too many cards now. I'm just going to deck you. That is something that I guess it can do. It can apply that little bit of pressure. Just force
cards. More resources, yeah.
I think
because I'd be interested to see how many games he won through prizes and how many games where he just annoyed people enough and got rid of enough of their resources to then say, right, let's revert to a quad Hooper deck and screw you, mill you out of the game.
Yeah, I mean, one of the only perks is that it actually has a draw engine, so you won't like get donked like a mill deck would, I guess. Like, you actually have draw supporters in your list.
Yeah.
But I think that's the only real perk I can see over just playing Warp, Break, Hooper, Stall. But who knows, really.
It'd be an interesting one to compare. Like, I'd like to chat to him and see what his mindset was, because I think it's a really interesting approach.
How would my deck do against this? Oh, I auto lose, but I auto lose to mill even harder. So, like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you can definitely like slow roll this so much better than mill, because mill applies pressure through their supporters, whereas this just does nothing against you, really, I don't think.
Yeah.
You're doing nothing against them, but you don't care about 80 a turn.
Yeah, we can both be passing. If he wants to attach to his Hoopers, I can attack with Mewtwo and actually deal damage.
Yeah.
So we'd both be passing. If he's...
Plus you have...
I have Coco.
You have Acerolas and puzzles. And, like, the biggest thing for mill against Zoropod is you force their puzzles to get awkward targets like N and Energy, whereas against this you just get 4 more Acerolas and you mill them as fast as they mill you.
Yeah, exactly. It just, I don't know, it just feels way worse than the mill deck.
He's made a video on it?
Deck. Yeah, I know he's made a video. I've not watched it.
I didn't know that. I'd like to watch that actually. I might watch that tonight.
Pedro came 10th, so had to pass on the mantle to Tord. After winning
That photo
last
was
year.
brilliant.
Yeah. Played a really just solid Zoroark list. Greg Chin in 11th. He was second in day 1 Swiss. Wasn't able to make it. More Buzz Rocks. Alex Shemansky actually on stream. There was a game where it was game 3 against Pendarvis actually, where he Ultra Balled out a Lycanroc and actually chose to evolve it when he still had an elixir in his hand. And that was like a real head slap moment. That was really sad to see. Jimmy ended up winning that on the last turn of time, which was like really grim. I think Alex may have been in the ascendant's position had he had hit the elixir, then gone for the GX attack, but oh well.
Yeah.
More Zoroark. Benji, again, he was day 1 after the first day of Swiss, 702 record, and he just hit some rough matchups and had a rough patch of luck with Zoropod. He was playing the list he played in Leipzig, the one that only plays 1 Ace Roller, double parallel, very interesting. Then just more of the same, really. Loads of Buzz Rocks, a couple of Vikabulus in towards the bottom of top 32, a few Volks as well. There was a Kiawe list that came in top 8 as well. Really interesting Kiawe list. We haven't actually got the full 60 here, but if you look at the games on stream, I think he only played 1 Lele, 1 Oranguru.
Whoa.
So like it was really bizarre, I think.
I think he posted his list in one of the Facebook groups earlier today.
Okay. And for a Kiawe list to play only 1 Lele, I thought it was absolutely absurd.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that actually. Yeah, because I remember everyone in the comments was like, "Wait, you just opened Kiawe? You just draw them?
There it
Draw them.
is! Yeah.
just draw them."
Anyway. Tapu Bulu in and around, Vulcan in and around, and then getting down towards top 64. It's just a similar picture, really. There was a couple Zorogarbs. So Miles from Australia played Zorogarb. Let's have a look at his list. He was playing 2 Baby Mewtwo's, no Trash Launch, so just 4 DCE is his only energy in the entire list. Other than that, it looks pretty normal. He played Special Charge, 1 red card as well in his list, double parallel, a few interesting choices there. And Mark Lutz's list, Zorogarb. He was playing Necrozma GX in his deck alongside 4 Psychic Energy. And obviously Trash Launch. So pretty interesting that 2 Zorogarbs popped up and actually did something. And the story is, 1 Greninja made it. But other than that, yeah, pretty expected top 32, except for the big reveal of Zorogardi coming out and doing well with a few Europeans. I think everything else is more or less expected. Buzzrock.
Are you still on the page, Joe?
Yeah.
Could you have a look at that Guardy Sylveon list right at the bottom? I want to see that real quick.
Jin Wong from Hong Kong. Sylveon, 1 Octillery, Mime, 1 Parallel, 1 Counter Catcher. Oh baby.
That was the big thing. I wanted to know what his Buzzwole idea was, or whether it was just Smack.
Smack him.
1 Smack route.
Smacked as well.
Smack earlier and 1 Mime. Interesting.
1 Acerola, no Max Potion.
Tubbs build.
He did play Mime though. Mime's good for Buzzwole.
Yeah.
It's not a route though.
It's not a Max Potion though, is it?
No. Nanny. Where's my Max Potion?
Heal me. I think that just about wraps up Sydney.
If there's not a better sentence to wrap up Sydney than that.
So let's hop back onto PTCGO.
So why didn't you play Zorogardi? You were going to tell us the story.
I did.
I said
you're away.
I said I didn't want to play it because in testing. So it was actually doing really well in testing for the first 5 hours. It was doing really good. Then we built Buzzrock and had a best of 5, and I couldn't win a single game. So I was like, if I can't beat Buzzrock, I can't play it for the tournament. I'd rather lose to Mill than lose to Buzzrock, was my intention.
Was there much mill about?
No. Like,
Was there any?
There was like 5 people, I think. Like, legitimately, like 5 people played Mill.
Interesting.
I think it's kind of, like you say, it's kind of expected for an internet. People are more or less inclined to take the risk of matchups and just more inclined to, like you say, try hard and go.
It's just Europe likes Mill, man. Europe loves it.
I do indeed.
So yeah. And yeah, the irony was that I lost to Buzzrocks, and then we saw Tord win top 4 and the final against Buzzrock. I think he beat like 6 Buzzrocks over the course of the weekend, so
Pretty good.
That's all I have to say about that. Let's look at some post Ultra Prism updated decks. Basically, just had a real quick look at these decks, changed like a handful of cards based on the new format for Malmo this weekend, because I've not had time to test much, Jack's not been testing much, Luke's not been testing much that's relevant.
Oh, so sly.
So we're just gonna show a bunch of lists, and yes, Tapucast, we will be throwing them onto the Facebook page as well. So let's start with Bulu, just because it's alphabetical. Flip-flopping Cynthia and Sycamore is like secretly a huge buff for this deck. I think it's really, really amazing that it can do this. I've also thrown in Palpad, just because you can recycle Guzmas, which seems pretty good to me. So I think this looks pretty safe. I think Palpad, mixed results I'm having with Palpad. I think it's really excellent in Zoroark decks, but I think in other decks it can sometimes be too slow. So maybe just a 4th Guzma outright is fine. But I also kind of want like a 3rd Skylar, and just having more Cynthias when you get hit with N seems good as well. So when you win St. Louis, you're going to dedicate it to my passport photo. Yeah, that was a pretty good photo. I was being told a joke about Luke when that photo was taken, and that's why I had such a stupid smile.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
Oh dear. That's when I was being told that you had a date that weekend.
Brilliant.
So hard.
Oh god.
So harsh.
Okay. But yeah, straightforward Bulu. Doesn't change too much except for Cynthia, which is like a good buff for the deck. Buzzgarb. At the moment I've got it built with elixirs. Not anything too exciting. Playing Zygarde and Sudowoodo as like non-Buzzwole attackers, I guess. It's Apollo is now following, thank you.
Welcome.
Support line gets buffed out a little bit. Playing 4N, 4 Sycamore, 2 Cynthia just feels kind of safe. And I like that. I think Garbodor in general just feels a lot more safe now that you can play like 10 draw supporters that are all good. So I think there might be a small shift back towards Garbodor, definitely from Malmo. I think if people haven't settled on a good new deck, people will just play either Zoroark or Garb or just Buzzrock. I think Buzzrock will still probably be the most popular deck in Malmo.
Yeah.
But I think something like Garb is like a comfort pick for people who aren't convinced by new stuff, basically. So I think this looks fairly safe, fairly straightforward. Nothing too crazy about this list. Maybe consider putting in Espeon EX like Frank did. You can always look at his list if you want to play the Rainbow Acerola build, but I think this is pretty straightforward. What do you think about this list, guys? Can you see it at this point?
Yeah.
Just about.
Anything crazy? Anything I'm missing?
I like how simple it is, if I'm honest.
Mm-hmm.
I like saying I want Buzzwole because it's a good attacker, and I want Garb because it's good where it is right now. I've never personally been sold on Zygarde as an attacker, but still think it's necessary because of everyone countering Buzzwole.
Mm-hmm.
Blasphemy.
But yeah, with Buzzrock you don't have to do it at all because Lycanroc's a good enough backup attacker. But with this, I do think you need something.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, seems pretty good to me. I think I'd definitely consider it heavily because, like you say, Garb is a super safe play for these early regionals always, just because everyone's kind of testing things out, and Garb counters all of the things usually. It's quite good at that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at Buzzrock. I've trimmed the Sycamore count to 2 and gone up to 4 Cynthia, which is kind of high.
interesting.
Yeah.
Because Tamao played Buzzrock at the Cup. He actually won the League Cup. It's like 130 odd player cup, and
That's
he was
insane.
saying that like if ever he had sticky situations or bad games, it was because Sycamore was putting him into putting him into turns where he had to end himself to 4 cards rather than Sycamore dig for 7 because the Sycamore would be too painful. And keeping things like E-Switch for crucial turns, keeping choice bands, keeping excess energy just feels really strong. So I think, Jack, I'm not sure if this is the list that he sent to you or whatever, but it'll be in and around fairly close.
Yeah, it's like my list is slightly different, but yeah, it's very close.
I think
I think it's only counts of things. I don't
Okay.
think it's anything major.
The deck's just solid, isn't it? It just does what it does well and consistently.
yeah.
It has no outright auto loss. I don't think.
Has a lot of techable auto losses, but yeah, or not auto losses, techable sort of bad things. But in general, it seems, and it feels like a deck, like you said, Sycamoring away resources. It feels like this deck just wants to have enough resources to see out the game because it's such a strong attacker. If it has enough resources to get through to the late game, then in general you're going to be swinging hard enough to close games out.
Definitely need to know how
Plus-
to beat that deck.
Fighting is a really good type right now. So just in general, you'll win games through being a fighting type some of the time, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Guardi, the old school list at this point. If you're not playing Zoro Guardi, you can still play Sushi. Now with Cynthia's again, so I'm playing instead of 4 Sycamore, 4N, 3 Cynthia, 1 Sycamore. Just because, again, Stage 2 decks like to keep their rare candies about, like to keep their max potions, like to keep all the good cards, and
Keeping cards is good.
use them at the right times. Feels good. Yeah, still playing 2 Gallade. Think it's probably worth. Moved over to Psychic Rolts because metal stuff, maybe popping back up with Registeel and stuff like that. And additionally, you can smack Buzzwoles for 100 with the Choice Band, which is funny.
I think Buzzwole is good against Stage 2 decks, but except this one, because Routes is actually a massive threat for the deck.
Yeah, that one prize. It's like a Mewtwo.
Yeah, it's a Mewtwo, but you run 4 of them anyway, so you're running 4 Mewtwo's that can evolve into dudes that hit just as hard, but have 230 instead.
Yeah, I think Guardi's still fine. Nothing wrong with Guardi.
I like Guardi. I'm back on the Guardi train.
Glisspod Garb, I know Luke's going to want to look at this list. We've been comparing notes on Glisspod Garb this week a little bit, just for a fairly safe deck. This is the non-rainbow list.
Dinner.
How close is my list to yours?
Fairly straightforward. This is the one that I haven't put much testing into. I've been testing the rainbow one a bunch.
I actually can't see the numbers. Counts. Come on, TV.
4-3-1-3-3-3-2-2-1-2-1-4.
Thank you.
There you go. You just keep up with that.
But basically,
Very kind.
similar to Buzz Garb in that we gain like 1 or 2 supporter slots which is just nice for Garb decks. Reduces the luck element, which is always good. 10 energy still is actually quite high. That could easily be a slot. Let's cut to 9.
No Trash Launch. There's a different build of Trash Launch.
Yeah.
This is the I want a first impression every turn for the whole game and deal 120 for 1 until I can cross and cut. Well.
So with that slot, do I just go for another supporter? Or do I go for third E-hammer, second blower? What do we think? Second blower,
Power
maybe.
pad?
Our supporter count's already quite high, though.
Yeah.
I'm already at 17 supporters.
I like second blower.
8th tool? Is it ever 8th tool?
Yeah, I think that's good.
Yeah,
or like someone said in the chat, Mewtwo.
Yeah, maybe extra hate for...
I was going to ask what the plan is without a Latios or a Mewtwo with this deck. I know it's probably just first impression swing a lot of the time, but
is Mewtwo
having
better than other options? Latios, perhaps? Luke
does love Latios.
I do like Latios. I think it all depends what you're expecting to see. If you expect to see a lot of Buzzwole, I think Mewtwo is more efficient at dealing with them. But I think you can flip-flop either way. I think both are absolutely fine. Just take it on the day, I think, what you expect to see more of.
One blower's greedy. Perhaps. The deck's not too bad against parallel. Question mark. Am I just lying?
No, I don't think it is.
If you look at the lists that have done well over the last 6 months or so, most of them play one or non-blower. I think there was one with 2, but that was about it. So yeah.
Because once you've got Garb online, yes, you want to find supporter every turn, but you have a lot of outs now. Which means parallel is less scary because you don't need to Lele as much if they're able to blow your tool off. So yeah, I don't know. It feels fine.
My other list isn't playing any. It's been in and out of the list, the rainbow list.
12 energy is high.
Yeah,
that could be
high.
That could be a cut.
I'm playing 11 and
blower.
I know a lot of people do play 11. When I played the deck, I always liked playing 12, but it depends how much E-hammer there's going to be, right? You get super punished.
I mean, E-hammers are still a really good tech right now, I think, so...
Yeah, Power Pad's the only other consideration. I've tested Power Pad a lot on the ladder. And it's been meh. It's been fine. It's one of those cards where you don't ever see the insta value, right?
No.
You get something off an N and you don't know if it was because of Power Pad or not, right?
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where you're yes, I'm increasing my outs in some games. In other games, it just hits the bin, or you don't know whether to play it because there's only one good target you want to put in or whatever. So it's a really weird card to see. It's hard to evaluate its benefit. In physical testing, maybe you if you play a pal pad, then you put the slips of paper in the things that you pal padded back in, I guess, to say that was a pal padded Guzma, something like that. But
in general,
it should be statistically anyway. So
in general, it shouldn't. No, I don't know whether it should matter anyway. I know you want to know whether it was a pal padded one or not. But in general, if you've got a Guzma in deck, it's kind of, in my mind.
Yeah, I mean, it's more statistical than
the
one that mattered.
Seeing the instant,
really.
Yeah.
I think if Palpad came out without Cynthia, then obviously you'd play in this sort of list. You'd maybe play at least 2, 3.
Yeah, it just turns out we've
happening,
got another good supporter as well, which it's better to have more physical supporters than just more recyclable recycle cards.
Yeah, that's the
definitely
thing. My first list was 4 Sycamore, and Palpad was good, but as I increased the Cynthia count, because I ended up, Sycamoring away float stones, Sycamoring away excess energies that hurt me.
In my list, I'm still at 4 Sycamore, which is why I still like Palpad.
I've crept up the Cynthia count as much as I can now.
But yeah, I think it's just it feels kind of like personal preference. Some people don't mind discarding resources early to try and go all in, and some people prefer to go the Cynthia route.
Yeah.
So I guess it's player preference.
Yeah.
I think for me, in my mind, like if I was to make a cut, it would be the third Cynthia for a pal pad, and at that point, you're just like, well, I kind of want a better turn 1 supporter.
Yeah, that's the
I
thing.
think
It's not a
you
turn
want
one.
that physically in hand, don't you?
Yeah.
Because I think, like we discussed before about the rules, you got to have 15. Is it 15 good outs to turn 1 supporter?
Minimum.
So once you start cutting supports for pal pad, you're reducing those odds. Although it helps you late game, if you can't get to late game, it gives you no value.
Mm-hmm. Interesting, but I kind of like Golly Garb. I think it's I think it's a decent play this weekend. Decent, depending on how many people still play Zoroark decks, because this deck traditionally struggles against Zoroark heavy decks. It depends how many people respect Metal and Glaceon coming out on the success of that deck. Greninja gets 4 new supporters. Praise the Lord.
Oh, Jesus.
So, 12 draw supporters in Greninja. Is it good enough? I don't know.
I want to see your ninja list, actually.
It's still...
I'll see how close it is to mine.
Still super similar to good old...
Interesting.
Sit on your frog Greninja, like the old days.
You've still got Lele. That's interesting.
Yeah. I mean,
now I have 12. Yeah, now I have 12. I personally cut it, but...
I mean, if I was to cut it, what do I add? 4th Evo Soda?
I'm trying to see what... I think I've got 4 Evo Soda, yeah.
3rd Choice Band, maybe? 3rd Choice Band is good.
I'm trying to see what's different. There's definitely something that's different between mine and your list. Oh, I'm playing 2nd Staryu as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which is okay, but... Yeah. I mean, Greninja getting 4 Cynthia is enough. I think the other cards in the deck don't really need to be changed too much, because
Scary prospect.
Cynthia's just a good draw supporter. But I think at this point everyone knows it, so I think if you're playing Frogs this weekend, you have to expect to see a lot of Tina promos.
Do you think a lot?
I think it's this week's hot tech.
Okay.
Jack's hot tech for this weekend.
I think it does add that extra dimension consistency that Greninja has never had before. So if I would be worried going in playing not either playing Garb or a Tina promo.
I mean, it has played Versus Seekers previously.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's never had access to this many supporters, and it still draws bad.
But it's early game. VS Seekers are not early game cards.
Yeah.
Whereas this now gives you that turn 1, you've got 1 in 5 cards in your deck is a supporter, so you're going to see it a lot more often.
Do you remember my 4 Lily build? Oh yes.
Well, that's the thing. Like,
so much better now.
The newer lists were like Lily and Skylar, and Skylar's great for that 1 card, and Lily's great turn 1. But for the rest of the time, they're so mediocre supporters. Cynthia is a outright good card.
Yeah.
So it's just I think Greninja is such a good pick for this weekend, which is why I think Tina Promo is such a good tech for this weekend.
Mm-hmm. So if we're cutting the Lele, what's my 60th card?
I'm gonna find my deck. Where's my? I've got it built.
Brooklet? Is it Evo Soda? Staryu? Choice.
I go 2nd Staryu, I think.
I love
that
Staryu,
kind of,
must admit.
and it's a great starter. It can be anything you want it to be.
No, it can only be a Staryu, Luke.
But it can retreat to anything you want. Stick a Talonflame in, 1 Talonflame, go on.
The other thing with 2nd Staryu is you're so fine with it being knocked out early game, because like people will race to kill it, because they're like, okay, the deck needs Starmie to properly go all in on shurikens, which means they're not killing ninjas, and if they're not killing ninjas, then you're so happy, because that means ninjas can evolve, and every time a ninja evolves, it gets stronger.
What about 1 max potion for Mirror?
I'm so on board with this.
Yeah.
I had Ranger in my initial build. I had 1 Ranger.
Ranger Palpad combo.
Let's go.
Oh dear.
I'll have 1 turn of I'll have 1 turn of ability. All you need is 1 turn.
Bring on the
All
supporters.
you need is 1 turn.
You can't even knock out a fresh break if you're still stitching there.
One
Yeah, but you don't
It's
need
pretty
to.
sad.
All you need is one bout of 60 damage, and you're fine. You just need 1, like, whoever. You just flip the prize race, if that makes sense.
If you're worried about Mirror, well, would you not play SP on the X?
Oh, good point.
Espeon is another good card. I don't think I would, because it's a surprise attacker and a bad starter, but it is another good card.
Starry Break for Mirror. No. We're not going there.
Oh. Has anyone got Starmy Breaks?
Oh, good lord.
Right, let's move on to Volk. Got a few Volk lists. We got good old Guru Volk. Similar to, I guess, there was a Leipzig topic list, although this isn't actually similar, but it's the Guru build, I guess. Still playing choice bands. I don't know if you can get away with choice bands anymore, if there's going to be Guardi Zorro. I think Volk's in a really bad position for Malmo, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think
The only new thing it really gains is beating the metal stuff, but I think
There won't be enough of that to warrant.
there won't be enough, and Duskmane still bops you back.
Yeah.
You sure you kill a Duskmane without your abilities, but if they've set up 2, they're still taking 4 prizes on you.
And the scary thing is, it's within timeless GX
yeah, that's
range.
the big
Your main
thing.
attacker.
Volk is so good at getting 2 things set up, and if they go timeless Guzma KO, like, it's so over.
Yeah.
It's so over.
Are we okay with Dow joining in the fun?
Yeah, of course.
Could someone
Had it.
add him, because I don't have him.
Wow.
Where is
Let me
he?
have a look. Are you doing
Alex-
it, Joe?
Yeah.
Guys, Alex Dow has actually been playing Pokemon recently. It's
I'm
insane.
I'm still not sure if that's true.
The last time we played
a
Pokemon,
couple
we
of
played
handful of
Gyarados.
games against him.
Jack didn't lose the
The last-
draft, Mad Captain. Luke did.
Yeah. Yeah.
The last time
Sad
Alex
face.
played Pokemon was when Gyarados was in format. And he went and won a special, then a regional. Hold on.
Very good.
Hello.
Turns out if you
How we
play,
going?
Thanks for having me. Yeah, no, not too bad. How you guys doing?
Oh, it sounds like you're in the bath.
I'm pretty sure I'm not in the bar, but
It's very
It
echoey.
is echoey.
let me try something else. Hang on.
Put your headset on. He's gone. He's had enough. He's had enough already.
How do you timeless think Gizmo KO when you have 5 energy on Dialga? Just bloody do
Is it-
it.
Retreat.
Timeless, then you
Brooklet.
retreat
Not
to
Brooklet.
Mount Coronet.
Matt's the one.
Easy peasy.
Yeah.
Mount Coronet is an
Things happen when you
Energy
take 2
retrieval.
turns. Let me
Oh,
tell you.
Yeah.
Mount Coronet becomes a fisherman. You ever heard of fisherman?
Right, let's look at some more Volk lists. Overall, I think, like, in general, Volk's probably not a great play for Malmo.
No.
I think I was talking about this yesterday, and I think without a doubt, if I was playing a fight, I could play Hokiawe.
Well, what do you think about this Ho'okiawe list, Jack?
That was a nice transition there, guys.
What's happened here?
It's like we set
That's
it
the
up.
first.
Wait, hold on a minute.
Yes, there are 2 Orangaroos in this list.
There's 2
Is that
Orangaroos.
2 lines.
Oh, that's why there's no baby Volks. Who didn't fit on 2 lines anymore.
That's 16 energy there. That's quite a few.
Yeah, it is. It is.
And yet I still look at this list and really like it.
Mm.
Like, Duskmane is good because it kills things. Well, so does Ho-Oh.
Yeah, it does.
I'm not sure
The
I've
only-
seen a list on just on 2 lines before.
Oh, have you
Oh,
not seen his Metagross list?
I've got plenty of
You
lists that are 2
raved.
lines.
About Metagross.
Joe loves it. Joe will make
like,
a list
guys,
worse
I've got-
if it's on 2 lines, if he can.
I built a stage 2 deck on 2 lines, guys. Like,
Very impressive. I actually really like Ho-Oh, by the way.
I think it's strong. The only issue I have is that Zorigari feels like it destroys it.
Yep.
Because Guardy is such a good attacker against Ho-Oh.
Yeah.
If they get set up, that is. They are a stage 2, and so Ho-Oh should like run through them somewhat. But if they
Especially
get
with them,
1 or 2 Guardy,
they do prioritize the Zoroark, so with the Guardies coming out quite late, it's kind of okay. Well, I guess the person someone played this in like top 8 against Zoroark Guardi, right, and lost.
I just assume if you see a Ho-Oh, you don't prioritize the Zoroarks and you just play it as a Guardy deck. You feed them a couple of 1 prizes until you have 2 Guardy set up, and then you just swing Guardy for super cheap.
Pretty much.
I think from what I read,
can do from that.
what I understood is that if you're playing this Ho-Oh Turtonator deck, you then just go Turtonator against that deck.
Yeah.
And you can actually bring it quite close into quite a close matchup.
Interesting, yeah.
The problem is with this deck, with not having Baby Volk, is you struggle to stream attacks on things early game to set up.
Yeah.
So you're having to, on a 60 HP Pokemon, you're having to either do 160 and discard energies, or 180 and you can't attack next turn with it. It needs a sort of a low range.
You can do the steam up and Ho-Oh first attack.
Yeah, I can say Steam Up Ho is fine.
Yeah, but if you want to go, I don't know, it just feels you're not getting the full benefit of the
not
deck
as clean
then.
as it's not as clean as Baby Volk, but
Yeah.
it's not awful, I don't think.
It's in a weird spot. I
think this
I've
is the
never
best
been a
way to put
fan,
fire
but
right
I
now.
like this list. there was a point where I had 18 energy in this list.
Oh my god.
To be fair, the only thing you want to see with this deck is energy.
Yeah, I actually ended up cutting choice bands and just playing 18 energy because
Okay, that's mental.
no, honestly, the amount of times you float stone Ho-Oh and it's way better for you is ridiculous.
Yeah,
So,
I can see that.
Yeah, fair.
and in almost every matchup, you need exactly 1 steam up. So
Yeah, to get the numbers.
it's like, yeah, let's just play 18 energies instead, and free retreat around the board. And
How many
Tuaranguru is actually OP as well.
How many outs to Termin Kiawe? Is that 10? Yeah, 10 outs to Termin Kiawe.
Isn't Cynthia really detrimental to this deck?
No, because you still wanna hold steam ups and stuff.
Yeah. Because you will have hands where you have Sycamore and 4/5 energy.
Think of it this way, Alex.
You can't get it with all of them.
It was 4N and 1 Lily, and now it's 3 Cynthia.
Right.
It was 4 Sycamore, 3N, 1 Lily, and now it's this way. Maybe we could still play 4 Sycamore and just play 2 Cynthia. That's probably fine as well. Sycamore's a good card.
Yeah, I feel like you just want to be as aggro as possible with this deck. So.
Let's make that flip-flop. I'm happy with that. It's still 2 lines, so I'm happy. Okay. And then the last Volk is Sushi Volk. I think we've all established that Volk ain't great, but
No.
at least for this weekend. But yeah, simple list. Again, it's just employing the Cynthia line into the list. That's about it. What else we got? Zorogardi, the updated list. So it's, again, I've been super lazy with this. I've just added 2 Cynthias.
Nice.
Don't play Sycamore, play Cynthia. Sounds good. Yeah, probably still a good deck for this weekend. Probably. Expect a bit more hate from Garb / Glaceon / Metal. Sure. Zoropod, again, I've been on the lazy side. Cynthia's come in over Sycamore's. It's a huge buff for the deck, even though it's only 2 slot changes. And then I've gone back up to 2 E-Hammer, because E-Hammer's good. And Zora Rock, again, I've been lazy. Guess what? I took Pedro's list, changed Sycamore's for Cynthia's. Ta-da.
There we go.
You have a good deck. If you're really super respecting Glaceon and Garb, you can increase the Cynthia count further. I've even considered like cutting puzzles from the Zorite decks and going to play like 1 Power Pad, 1 Special Charge, and then just increasing your support account. That could also be a reasonable route to take, because puzzles are basically always for special energy and supporters. That's always what they're for. So just playing those two things gains slots in a much worse way, but still.
I feel against Glaceon, if you can get through the first couple of turns, most decks can outtrade it.
Yeah.
So that's the key. So that's why having, I think, maybe more physical supporters to have options early on if they get the turn 1 gives you better outs to get through to the point where you can just outtrade them.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially with E-hammers and stuff, you can slow them down, and once you stabilise, it's just a deck from 4 years ago.
Yeah. Okay, so that'll be it for brands. Oh no, not brand spanking new stuff. All the old stuff. I guess what time is it? It's 10. We have plenty of time to test some new stuff.
Yeah.
Should I build Zorogarb, or should I just take 2 turns instead? Let's take 2 turns.
Take
for
2
a bit.
turns.
Let's take 2 turns. Come on.
That's
Joey,
fun, right?
Did you see my 2 turns against Nick?
No. Oh yeah. I did.
My turn 2 turns.
Yeah.
he was one sad boy.
You found playing N counts to the Sycamore counts for Cynthia overall better. I think N will always be a 4 of in my decks. I think more games are decided by N than anything else. To be honest, I think N is the strongest card in the game.
It's a comeback mechanic as well, which without it you wouldn't have comeback options.
Yeah, it's gonna feel weird when N's gone, because right now the scary part of going ahead is getting N to a low hand size and drawing dead for the rest of the game. But when N's gone, like, just taking prizes wins the game.
Yeah, I mean, you see almost every deck playing that doesn't have ability lock, playing either Artillery or Zoroark, because you wanted to be drawing more cards if you get N to lower hands. It's that safety net.
Defo.
We did have that period where we actually had N rotated for a little bit, didn't we?
Yeah, it was like 6 months or something, wasn't it?
End this hand, bro. No. Oh, it's fine. We drew into a better one. Da-da-da-da-da.
You need to take your draw look off stream and take it to an international with you.
You're right. I do.
That would help.
Wow, that hand.
That is a hand, isn't it?
Overclock, you say? Or is it clock up? Which one?
It is overclock.
Oh,
Oh my lord, what has happened here? This is broken.
Joe, play this with me.
Get to take
Look
2.
at that hand.
You're telling me I can take 2 turns? Wait a minute.
2 whole. 2 of your finest turns, sir.
I'll just have 2 turns, please. Oh my lord.
That is if this thing doesn't get knocked out.
Doesn't matter.
He'll draw into it, Alex, don't worry.
Oh, we'll hit him on 250 if he wants to do that.
No.
If you're going to stop me taking 2 turns, I'm hitting you for 250.
Do you play any Pokemon Recovery, Stretcher or anything?
I can't remember.
He's
Doesn't
on
matter.
roll.
Doesn't matter.
Or he should be playing
Oh.
one roll.
He's horn attack.
We got him now, boys.
Are you going for it? You digging?
Of course I'm going for it. I've got Candy Artillery. We got Sycamore in hand already. It's all there.
Everything we need
He's
is
already dead.
That is probably the most gross turn 2 board state.
You sure?
Oh boy.
We can go further.
It's not over yet.
One more energy. The stream's got a delay, so whatever Joe's doing, we don't see until just
If
after.
we hear him shout, like,
Yeah, he's gonna make a massive mistake. So.
I attached the Dusk Maid instead.
Let's go, Dialga. Let's go.
Yeah, see, that's what I was gonna ask as well. Why? What's with the electric Magnemite?
I just retreated and overclocked, and it got me a turn 2 Candy Artillery.
But just put it. Okay.
What's with
Oh,
your
no.
cynicism?
I do like solid unit Magnemite. It's pretty cool.
I think I'd actually play a 3-1 line.
Wait, Joe, why did you attach before?
Before what?
Didn't you discard one of those with Sycamore?
Does it matter?
But Joe's got plenty of energy now. It's probably...
Oh, yeah, I guess. I mean, it turns out it doesn't matter anyway, but
It all ends up on the guy.
it all ends up on the Dialga. That's gross.
That is.
That was my turn too the other day, and it was
So
just
I guess
disgusting.
we can Ultra Ball away Coronet Magnezone, get a second Rem Raid out, and get 2 Artilleries for next turn, huh?
Wasn't it prized?
Oh, it's prize, it's fine. I can just get something
Yeah,
else.
I'm pretty sure it was prized.
So I can't Guzma Shred. Do I just fill my board? Or do I just take second Magnezone? Second Magnezone seems fine.
Yeah.
Maybe Lele to guarantee a supporter.
Not Lele. It probably was Lele. Lele was probably best there. Forget it. He's dead. I'll fix it on my second turn.
He'll wait for his top deck. It's fine.
I'll fix it on this turn. Lele was definitely best there, though. Oh, I have too many cards that I can't play. Boo. My second turn's going to be bad.
Oh dear.
I guess we just trap Vikavolt. Their hand size is 2 anyway, so probably fine.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah, okay. Wait. Yeah, okay. Needed one more energy in the discard.
1?
If you had one more, you could have retreated,
Yeah.
Mount Coroneted, Field Blurred, Mount Coroneted,
Mm-hmm.
and swung for 2. But you can only discard 3.
Sad face.
You could not take a second 2 prizes on your second free turn. On your free turn. Sad face.
Bad.
It was bad, man.
Oh, he's actually attacking
Hey.
with Vikavolt here.
If only Dialga's retreat was 4.
If only. What does Mount Coronet do? It's energy retrieval, but a stadium.
My only concern from this position now would be, isn't that your last Mount Coronet which you play 4?
It's fine. The game's over, Luke.
He's got all
Got
that
the
energy
one
on that
more
Dialga.
Forget resources at this point. Just let it happen. I took 2 turns. Do you really think I'm trying with this deck? What I'm trying to do is high roll.
Joe doing what Joe does best.
He's quite good at it.
Forget thinking. Just do it.
Brandon's taking a while for his decision.
Well, he's attaching to his Vikavolt and thinking, can I really do this? And the answer is apparently yes. Can I sack my Vikavolt in good conscience? Yes.
So this is the problem where I was saying you have no mid-range attacker.
I think
You've
I'm
got
going
to discard.
to set up Magnezone this turn, right? I have 2.
What was his attack cost?
4. Same as this guy. No mid-range attacker, you say?
It's expensive.
It is.
That's what just worries me about the deck.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of worries for this deck. But hey. Super Odd is also a card. A card we'll play. Get back some energies. So I can draw into some energies. Draw one pre-Lele. Or do I try and draw more cards after Sycamore? Draw more cards after Sycamore sounds good.
Yeah.
Oh, I am playing 4 Coronet. I'm a genius. Two energy, please. Hey, look.
Has anyone got Dusk Mains?
Asking for a friend.
Asking for a friend.
Thought you had a few on the way, Jack.
I've got 2. But
2 not
I've
enough.
got a third. I've got a third on the way. Well, this isn't the only thing I'm testing. I'm testing just metal. I'm still testing that Zorro thing as well.
Zorro thing.
Zorro Zone.
Oh. Yeah. That's the only one I've tested.
Yeah. Fair.
Any good?
I enjoy it.
That's not what he asked now.
Yeah. I think it's a pretty good deck.
In my mind, it feels. I don't know. It feels like there's something there, but I just don't know that I built it right.
I think the way that you had it originally, I think I've only made a few changes.
Yeah.
I don't think there's many other ways to add to it.
Well, like 53, 54 cards you have to play in that list, I think.
Yeah.
There's not much movement in general, but it's something that I'll probably take with me to Luke's tomorrow and just have 5 minutes of everyone around the table telling me whether I'm wasting my time or not.
And then you shall feed that back to me.
Yeah, I'll let you know. I'll tell you to play it either way.
Outright no. Right,
Play Dark right now.
Don't do that.
it's not the worst deck.
Don't say
It's
that.
not.
Right. Have you heard of this card called Buzzwole?
I lost
Fine.
to it. But it was a different Buzzwole list. So.
This is serious top-notch play.
Don't think I've ever seen Joe smile so much for so long.
I
He said
took
they
2
gritted.
turns.
Yeah,
They
think
let
it is
me
the-
do that.
What do you mean they let you do that? They didn't really let you do that.
Yeah,
You got a turn 2 Magnazone. That's all you need.
and he
What's
horn
Magnazone's
attacked.
text on its
He
attack?
can only horn attack. Ah,
Daddy.
money.
He only Horde attacked.
He sacrificed his Vika Vault at last. Oh, give me some of those smack rolls. Give me. Come here.
Oh, they're still on the ladder, aren't they?
Yeah.
Have I got it? I think I've got a place.
Man, I've barely done any of the ladder.
Oh,
There's only
I've got-
5 days left. Got to get me a Guardi EX.
Oh, Joe, let's
I
play
haven't
that.
completed it yet.
Joe, let's play Mega Guardi.
No,
Play Mega Guardi.
there's no reason to play Mega Guardi.
Remember how we did with it in
None.
Malmo last year? Let's go again.
Exactly.
Let's go
It
again.
was
I
dead
got
year.
top, I
Dead
got top
then.
16. Thank you very much. No, top 32. I lost my
Oh
winning
yeah,
end.
you played. I was gonna say you played the same list as us, didn't you?
Yeah, I lost a winning end to the other Mega Guardi. The Brilliant Arrow one.
Yeah.
That was all. That was quite upsetting.
I played Zygarde, I think.
Sounds
Yeah, I
about
think
right.
you did. It was a tournament that you attended, so
No, you played Metal Mewtwo, didn't you?
Oh no, I played straight Mewtwo, and if I would have played Metal Mewtwo, I think I would have done insane. I was literally about because I lost to Dow playing Guardy.
Yeah, you did.
Almost had him as well.
Almost had it.
Almost had him.
Still a loss. Almost is a loss, Luke. There's no such thing as almost.
It's an auto loss. I almost had you. That's all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
that's pretty bad.
Oh, stop enemy out of the nuts every time, guys. God.
Is that Pachirisu Raichu? Whatever
Well,
it is.
so far I just see Patrick. Uh-oh. Stage 2
gonna be the-
Nene. Stage 2 Nene. No.
Wait, what?
We will end out of the nuts as well. Top Tech Ultra Ball. Top Tech Ultra Ball.
Jeez. Alright. I need to get some
Oh,
cards.
it's the Patchy Garb.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this is
Oh
Garb,
my
right?
god!
This is
How
Raichu
does
Garb.
this? Oh, it plays about 3 supporters. So this was. I was like, what? I think it's like 2
Oh.
Ed, 2 Sycamore, 2
He's
Cynthia.
he's got some draw.
We top decked Overclock. Come on. This is why we play 2, boys.
Are you gonna fill blow your stadium? Please,
Maybe.
I dare you.
No, we have to keep blowers for Garb.
Yeah.
I did draw into
That-
some Stage 2 Nene stuff, though.
That doesn't look like it helped.
Oh dear.
Enemy.
Oh, there's all your evolutions.
Enemy. Oh, Cynthia. You got lucky,
He's-
punk.
He's got it all. At this rate, though, you might be able to manually charge up the Timeless GX.
Am I going to regionals this weekend? Yes. Malmo.
No. That's Benji, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Snuggles. Getting snuggled to death.
Yeah, I definitely feel like I like the Zoro build over this.
Did you not see our game last game? Absolutely broken.
Yeah, but the Zoro build doesn't do this.
Forget this game.
This is
Last
round two
game.
now, it doesn't
You're
matter.
gonna,
Wow,
you're gonna
that's
get
game.
a turn 6 timeless GX if it survives somehow.
It'll survive. Raichu has 210, right?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
So your metal Pokemon will hit just enough. Here we go. For the 2.
Into Bridget. About damn time.
I need some cards. What do I get?
What do you need?
Just some cards online, I don't know. Glaceon?
Don't have any.
Oh, thanks.
Snuggle.
I'm gonna try and help. If I've got cards you can have them.
I was telling Joe about this just before he left. I pulled more Rainbow Celesteela from my 3 packs than any other GX in the whole set.
Very good.
Did the draft recap happen? I suppose you can go over it quickly.
Shred.
Do we have to?
I think we definitely
Well,
have to, Luke.
What is Luke's punishment?
Nothing.
Two cards from each of us.
Well, does it actually happen? I feel like Jack's the only one who's gone through it.
No, Jamal
Jamal
did.
did it.
No, it's Malcolm.
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
What did he do?
Yeah.
What did he play?
He played a 2-1 Gyarados. slide.
Yeah, he played Espeon Garb with a 2-1 Gyarados, thanks to me.
Seems legit. Did he win the tournament? It's Gyarados.
No, he was on winning in
No.
though.
Without once using Gyarados.
It's because Gyarados with Choice Band for one shot Volk.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Thunder for KO.
Are we all having a discussion pre-card choosing for what we want Luke to play, or are we just doing it there and then? Because I feel like we could have some synergies. Or we could...
Me and Tamal got some Beware GXs.
Oh, hello.
It's the first thing Tamal said.
Shut up, Dow.
Oh,
Shut
hello.
up.
It's the first thing Tamal said when he knew it was Luke.
What does this do?
They're German, aren't they, as well?
They are German.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
One time plus.
Beware GX. Let's have a little Google, shall we?
It's GX attack. It's like shuffle the active Pokemon back into the deck or something like that.
Discard the active Pokemon.
Oh, no, discard. There you go. Even worse.
Yeah. It's about 8 energy cost, though.
It's only 2 DCEs. Fine.
I guess we gotta do this.
Oh, Lord.
Have you lost yet, Joe?
No, not yet. Maybe 2 turns could swing it back into our favour.
Oh.
Power Mouth just put the tournament. And it's like, the next time there's a tournament, Jack and Joe attend his Leipzig.
Let me log into Nightbot.
Oh dear.
Damn it, Nightbot, you had one job.
Let me log into Nightbot now.
Raichu has
Oh,
metal
dear.
resistance. Yeah, I know. I would GX attack it though. That's why we didn't float stone it earlier. Because we played choice bands.
Commands.
Is 313 the optimal zone line? Maybe 413. Maybe. With one of them being the Squirtle one.
With one of them being a Squirtle.
You know what I mean?
That sounds right.
Is it hard unit?
That sounds about right.
It's hard unit,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Oh, they're playing
is
unit
it?
energy.
What is it? The
I
7.
really want to try Raichu Pachirisu on its own, but just feels a bit meh.
It is.
I'd rather be playing a Lowland Dog Trio.
No, you wouldn't. That's a lie.
Look at that.
Power
I do own 4.
Power Mouse, could you try the command again? Let me see this.
It's going to say League Cup for next weekend.
Right, if we take 2 turns, we might still be able to win this game. Oh no!
You're not going to be able to take 2 turns, are you?
Not with that attitude.
Yeah, you have all the energy you needed.
I know. Me using the stadium last turn was so greedy. Oh god. Okay. We got
How much energy you got left?
not enough to Sycamore. Oh my god, we can do it!
What?
Oh my god.
If we hit
Oh,
choice, if we hit choice band, oh my god. Please.
One time.
Please.
Magnazone, boys.
If we hit choice band, we actually do win this game. That's the hilarious thing here. Come on. Come on now.
That's it, Jack. We're playing metal.
We found our deck, boys.
That doesn't sound happy.
We missed
Da,
choice
da,
band.
da,
He's only gonna miss it.
Oh,
I'm gonna
he
have
sucked,
to-
Joe.
I'm gonna have to kill this Raichu over 2 turns. That's sad.
Team
Not the worst
Rocket's
thing.
Mimikyu GX. Do you know what that does, Luke?
No, didn't know it was a thing.
You're about to play it.
Well, probably not, because I bet no one's got one.
I don't even think they're in English yet.
Can't say that about Beware though.
No, and we've
No,
got
I'm
2
not-
of those.
No, it's not in English. You just said it in English, so can't play it,
Yeah, no.
unfortunately.
We'll find a
Beware's
translation.
definitely in English, mate.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, a Alolan Executor. What a great idea, Luke. I've actually got one of those as well. I'll bring it along with me, mate. I'll bring it along with me.
When has
Very
he got
nice.
to play? When has he got to play it?
His next League Cup.
Ah,
Doomsday, Dialga's not a metal type, it's a dragon type. There would not be resistance.
It wasn't set in stone in the next League Cup.
Of course it was.
Otherwise, I don't
Now
want
I
to
do the
go.
next League Cup.
In stone.
I inscribed it, mate, in stone. Went outside.
Oh, God.
found a stone,
Gave it the old
inscribed it.
tap tap taparoo in the old rocks.
Chesterfield's going to be fun then. Isn't that where Tamal played his clown deck as well?
Yep.
Chesterfield, the area of clowns.
The area of clowns.
Is that
Yeah,
two choice
I
band
asked you
you?
if you were going to that.
That is my two choice bands that I drew into. Yeah.
Luke, do you want to
Yes.
make a massive detour to Kettering to pick me up? I'll give
You
you.
say no.
I'll give you good cards. I'll give you two good cards for your cub.
He's lying.
Yeah.
Nah, if you do it, I'll give you two. I promise you, I'll give you two cards.
Let's see
No,
how
I'm
this
not happy about that.
janky deck did off an enter 2, huh? Let's see.
Yeah, Luke, I was asking if you're going to both those that weekend. See if I was considering coming up.
I'm at work on the Saturday.
They can
Till when?
end themselves to 2.
10.
Oh.
Yeah.
Straight to the bar.
3 missing clover. What a great idea, Voodoo Cast.
3 missing clover.
I played against that deck earlier.
Well, missing clover, greedy
missing-
dice.
Yeah, and do you know what? I'm not going to swear, but I joke you not. He put down Katana, did Katana things, and his first prize was a greedy dice, but he flipped
Excellent.
tails.
Ah, boo.
I swear that it was his first prize, and it was a greedy. I was like, "You gotta be joking here."
Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Oh, Toxapex GX. What does this do? Super intense poison.
Not just
Like
intense.
10 damage.
Super intense.
Super intense.
10
Yeah.
damage counters between turns, Luke.
Do you even know how many that is, Luke?
10 whole damage counters. 10 of your finest damage counters, sir.
I can't even count that high. Can anyone?
No.
Is there a difference? Is there a different Zoroark in format? Zoroark TCG.
I think there is.
Let's make him play Zoroark, but with bad Zoroarks. What did
Can't.
it do? X, Y. No, there's not.
Is it not?
There's only one
Yeah.
Zoroark in format right now, I
Ooh.
think.
I'm happy with that then. You settled on that
Oh
now.
no, there's not. Yeah, no, there's another one.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought there
Good
was
Lord.
one. Isn't it got like corner or something like that? Maybe?
I don't know whether it's out in English yet. Though.
I don't know. I might be.
Never
completely
mind.
Oh yeah, it is out in English. It is out in English.
We're definitely making him play Clawitzer, though, right?
Oh, God.
Yes, but we've got to pick the perfect Mega Pokemon. Mega Pokemon EX.
Wait, what's Clawitzer?
Luke's favourite card.
Oh, yes.
I thought his favorite card was like Huntail.
No.
Wait, Chloritza Huntail. Hold on a minute. All the energy. Nah, Mega EXs. What
You
Mega?
said that now, Benji.
Yeah,
But-
Benji says that now.
I can see the most outrageous thing coming along.
Don't trust him.
Is Joe clawing this game back?
Yeah.
Oh my God, how is this still going?
Don't mind me.
That's
just
because Joe's had like 5 turns. The other guy's not.
just busy having 2 turns. Hey, he nuzzle heads last turn.
You can attack anyway.
Huh?
I suppose you could have retreated and attacked.
Yeah, retreated.
You suppose, do you? You suppose.
Yeah.
You suppose.
Mega Slowbro, yeah.
I haven't got any, sorry.
I've,
Don't worry.
I've got them.
We've got you.
We'll sort it
No.
out.
I actually do have them.
Mega Steelix. What does this
Should I
do?
just have a look at my binder and see what there is for you guys? Give you some suggestions.
We need a Mega with a really low. If we're playing it with Chloritza, we need a Mega with a really low attack cost.
Is there such a thing?
Mega Alpharia.
Mega Pidgeot. Is that even in the format still?
Yeah.
If I retreat to Dialga to attack, he can
You
go
said that,
and
Benji, but I
shoot
won a cup
energy.
with Galvantula, so...
If I retreat to Magnezone, he can still win the game. But we have a lot of rare candies remaining.
Wait, what does Claw Wizard do? Remind me.
So I think attacking...
It's basically once per turn, Mega Turbo for special energies.
For special energies, right? Okay.
Yeah. I tried to make Clawitzer Mega Mewtwo recently. However, Mega Mewtwo, don't write it off just yet. There's a nifty new card coming out next set.
Definitely do write it off right now.
You talking about that dynamo thing?
Do not write it off just yet, Joe.
You talking about psychic like Dynamotor card?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sweet.
boys. I'm so happy about that card. I'm so excited for Rails 2.0.
Oh, that's going to be such a bonkers deck.
Necrozma Squids 2.0.
Necrozma squids. You hear that? Did you hear
Sounds
that?
like Rails. Necrozma Squids. Not octopus.
Have you won yet, Joe?
No, not yet.
Mega
You lost yet,
Beedrill.
Joe?
Also not
Mega,
yet.
Mega Beagle's a good card.
Not with Ace Roller and Guzman on the format.
Would you have
When it came out, it no, they were in the format and it got no play.
He got one to tag. He can do things, maybe.
Mega Houndu? Okay.
Get out.
I just hit
Mega
cat.
Glade?
Yep, that's the cat. Hello, kitty. Oh, Nene. He's only gone and done a parallel.
That Nick saying, actually give me Mega Mewtwo.
Mega
one,
Mewtwo.
one baby Mewtwo, and it's like, oh, we've lost. Well done.
Give him the fighting one. I don't even know. Is that X?
Oh, yeah.
That is the X one, isn't it?
Yeah, give the fighting one. That's genius. Vanishing Strike, 150. There's a stadium card. Does 50 more damage.
Oh, God.
That's a lot of damage.
200 with a choice band, 230. That's killing the Guardi, mate.
Yeah, but average energy doesn't need.
28.
Exactly, that's not good for a Guardi.
I need 4.
Is it fighting type?
No.
Just takes fighting energy.
Sidekick, yeah. Sidekick 2 fighting in a colourless.
Can we just give him Komodo?
I was looking at that. I was like, why don't we just give him a 2-2-2 Komodo line?
The best line.
Or even better, we go a 2-4-4 with our 12. No, wait, 2-4-4. Does that work? With that, yeah. So 10 cards are 2-4-4.
What
yeah.
a
Mass student,
struggle.
everyone.
Math student, everyone. So he has to use 2 of his own cards if he wants to play. Wants to play 4.
Joe, you could win this turn.
Huh?
You could win this turn, right?
No, I don't have enough energy to power up a Dustmane.
Oh, you got Float Stone on your cloud.
Yeah. Oh no, it doesn't change my Mount Coronet. I'd have to Coronet Blower. Oh no, I only have one Coronet left, so yeah, I couldn't do it. Looks like we got to stay active.
Hmm.
No, we should just retreat to Magnemite.
About to say, yeah, surely Magnemite gets the old heave-ho.
Does Lightning Ball ever help me here? 130. Am I out of choice bands? I think I only played 2. No, if I'm playing Dialga, I'm playing 3, right? Unless I'm greedy.
Yeah, you're probably greedy.
I'm probably greedy. Let's pass.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no Guzma left. That's why we're having to slow roll everything.
I'm gonna give you a Karen, Luke.
Oh, great.
You're just giving me a dead card. You got to give him a card that he can play.
Was it a dead card?
I don't know. Seems like a dead card.
I gave Tamal 2. I think 1 super scoop up. Or was that Joe?
I've not had a forfeit, had I? Have I?
No, when that. What did you give Tamal?
1 Latios, 1 scoop up.
Okay, what's your score? I give him the card where you flip a coin if heads, put the card top of your deck.
Oh, reserve ticket.
Yeah.
I played that in the tournament before.
Why didn't I promote Dialga?
Because you're a clown.
I'm an idiot. No. No. Actually, we don't have choice band anyway, so he always 2-hit this thing, regardless. So it's fine. Well, it's not fine. It's bad, but it's all we got. Damn it.
Oh, I don't know then, Nick. I can't remember now. If you give him that, maybe that wasn't me. I don't know. I just don't know.
Just don't know anymore.
I need to build Guardy.
How many energy can you get on this Lele this turn?
3.
That's disappointing.
What happened if you got rid of your floatstone, retreated, super rodded it back in, sycamore and put them all on?
Would have been good.
What would have been your max?
Still 100.
Ah.
No, 120.
Oh, someone's got cards out.
He got me. No. We actually lost to that trash.
Let's play it.
We were too willy-nilly with our gizmos. Whoops.
Should you just name your 2 cards now, or wait for dramatic effect? I don't know. Do you want Benji to name his 2 cards now? Or...
I don't mind. The more time, the better. It gives me time to try and
Give Luke that Rotom deck.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
He
Yeah,
doesn't
let's
like
just
attacking
all give him
with
the
no
new
energies.
Rotoms. Let's all give him the new Rotoms.
Didn't high roll enough. Yeah. I mean, we did get a turn 4 Magnezone, I think.
That's not turn 2.
Not quite enough to win the game. We did also get end out of the nuts, remember.
You were 1 card from winning the game if you hit that choice band.
Yeah, that's also true.
Never forget.
Joe low rolling? What? What? Sorry, did I hear that right?
You misspelled the word low. High. Low.
Lower, higher, lower.
Turn 4. Turns out turn 4 is not turn 2. That's true.
Boy, here we go. Here's a nice little mirror.
Yeah, they're playing the wrong Magnemite though, so they lost.
They won't be getting the overclock. I mean, they're going first anyway, but they wouldn't be getting the overclock.
Do you tend to go for the overclock?
Yeah, every time. Look at my
That's
hand.
insane.
Of course I overclock here.
Oh yeah, I meant like, but generally like every single time you might as well just go for an
I'm
overclock.
I
pretty
think I
sure.
almost,
Oh, go
I
on.
think I almost always prioritise the algo over the first Dusk main.
It's Tropical Beach, Jack.
Exactly.
Alex.
I don't know why
Jack.
you just, I
Tropical
don't know why you
beach.
just find it to me. I'm agreeing with you.
Jack!
Jack, by the way, did you know it's a tropical
It's
beach?
Tropical Beach! Of course you bloody go for it. It's Tropical Beach. Almost.
Who's the 4th guy? 4th guy's Alex. Dow. Third, Joe. That's still a pretty good hand.
Who's the 4th guy?
Still pretty good. I mean, if they explode on us, we can GX back on them. So, but it looks like they don't have the nuts. Oh wait, no, they have got candy.
Uh-oh.
Oh, is it a turn 2 Corona Impact KO with a choice band?
Hello.
Please, Jeebus. I mean, we can just Guzma KO the Magnezone and then win. So, looks like you lost, kid.
Congrats, bro.
Oh no, they have
Congrats
Cynthia.
on your Corona Impact.
They could still get Magnemite down and be a problem. They could still miss energies. And then we're absolutely fine. Actually, it
No,
makes
we
it
don't.
harder if they don't get the KO.
Yeah, I think you kind of want them to, right?
Kinda. Oh, they missed. Well,
Oh.
we drew into our 3rd rare candy. Sad face.
Oh. The Dialga Mill one.
Do I ever 2-hit this Solgaleo?
No. Draw more cards.
Yeah.
Dialga Mill.
Draw more cards, because if you go behind on prizes, you can blow them up, and if you don't, you can timeless.
Wait, Dialga was genius. It's like Quad Lapras, but
I know what Joe's playing for Brazil.
Quad Dialga.
Is Joe going
Oh,
Brazil?
God.
Dunno.
Probably not. Maybe though. It might be Logan's Guardian.
Oh, dear.
Overclock.
That's a disgusting hand, huh?
What was that noise?
That's not a nice hand.
Oh no, what have I done?
Oh, Benji's
Oh.
coming out with his cards.
Oh, God.
Oh boy.
I'm going to message these to myself because I'll forget.
What's he said?
Not saying anything.
He's giving dramatic
Suspense.
effect right now. Yeah.
Suspense.
Da, 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 da.
Spoiler.
Nay, stage 2. Nay.
Lapras GX and Glaceon GX.
Oh, God.
I mean, like
That's...
you could have been given a lot worse.
So
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he
Boring.
definitely could have.
Boring. Joe's not happy.
Thanks, Benji. That was very kind.
this is where we give him an Umbreon GX and an Espeon GX.
Oh, my God.
And then 4 of the bad Eevees.
Yeah, so that he actually can't play the good one because he can only play the good
Yeah.
one. Genius. Oh my god. They're nay-naying as much as we are.
Nay fest.
What the hell do I do here?
Overclock, mate.
Yeah, without playing any cards, just overclock.
Now you bridge it for nothing. Attach the choice band.
Drop the dusk.
Drop the dusk. Overclock for 2.
Dusk.
Love it. Where do I drop the choice band though? Active? Yeah. It's gonna be so sad when this dies though. Creeping closer to being able to do something. Jeez. Kiawe.
Thanks, Benji.
Oh yes, he's using Guzma. He's got a Radiant starter. No, not even that. Wow, we are both just... No one wants to win this game, huh?
This seems awful. Oh, stuff's happened.
Draw a card.
That's one of them. That's one of them their cards.
Da-da-la.
Get rid of those candies. Don't need those.
I love if you misclicked.
So,
Timeless,
If
timeless,
we-
timeless, timeless.
Guzma the Magnemite, we can always shred and take one prize. But if we draw 3 cards, I can timeless, then Guzma again on his Magna Zone.
Mhm.
No, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. I've got to be
Why doesn't it
smarter.
work?
Because it's only 150 the first time.
So you have to Guzman the Magnazone, right?
Yeah, but I can miss quite
Is there
easily.
any energy in the discard?
No.
No.
Okay.
Do I Guzma his Sushi?
I'll tell you high roll.
Good plan.
You are quite good at it.
So
I'm
risky.
just going to hit the Magnemite, I think. Draw 3 cards. Let's see what happens.
Joe.
Yeah, we missed. It's fine.
Okay, fine. But imagine if you didn't.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's fun to imagine. We're still attacking his board this way, though,
Yeah.
because...
You've done the same as take the Magnazone off. It's just he gets a free turn of energy. But
Oh, his end! He's only gone and found a card himself.
plus, it means if he takes the 2 prizes on here, you can Duskmane take 4 prizes.
Yeah. That's the... Oh, not with that hand.
Oh, maybe not.
Hold on. Let's not get overexcited, Jack.
No, no, no.
Will he be able to get that one-hit KO? Mm-hmm.
2, 3.
Draw 2. Okay, shred is fine. Time to die.
Da-da-la.
Puny Dialga. That's what I can do.
Nobody got time for that.
As if you top decked that.
Oh my god. Joe things.
Sorry, I already had a Sycamore in hand. What more do you want?
Just gross. I don't think there's any way you don't win now, right?
You're right, I apologise for my sins.
Goodbye, Solga there.
Turns out, taking 2 turns, bloody broken.
Never guessed.
Take a guess what's coming your way, my boy.
My boy. What's that? Your turn? Oh,
Cheers.
Interesting.
right. This is a turn-based game. Stop cheating. I love Todd's summary of his deck. He was like, "You can literally win through cheating legally."
Yeah, that was good.
He did all of the different things the deck does. It's insane. You do 101 things.
They have 6 left. I have 2 left. Huh. This is interesting. Interesting how that worked out.
Mm.
This is why you should play one Clefairy in your list for the mirror match.
Copy timeless.
Celestine. Why is he?
Yep.
Why is he playing Celestine? That doesn't take an extra turn to take 4 prizes.
Get to see your prizes though.
Yeah, but who cares? Just take 4 of them instead. Just high roll more and get the ones you want.
Oh, Chip is now hosting us. Cheers, Chip.
Oh, thank you.
Very kind.
Let's carry on having fun times. I know I should be testing for a regional, but let's just take 2
You are.
turns instead.
You mean to tell me you're not playing this?
I'm not playing this.
Oh my god.
That's exactly what I'm telling you.
Disappointed.
But when you draw hands like these, you got to ask why.
How many Dialga do you play?
2. Everyone else plays
What?
1, and everyone's wrong. Overclock,
Yeah.
boys.
The first one is used to overclock, and the second one is used to timeless. Or in Joe's case, the first one is used to timeless. Then you
And
take 4
overclock.
prizes. And, yeah, overclock into timeless. Into win. But for us, humans that don't draw what we want, it's good having 2 because it means you don't have to dig to find the second.
If this deck's going to be this good, I'm playing Quadsire still.
Chip likes 1 Dialga, 1 Mew. Yeah, the Mew's actually pretty cool. Makes it much easier to actually, like, wombo.
Yeah.
It's a really good pivot as well.
Maybe I should do that.
Because you can timeless with it and then
Yeah, yeah.
220 with it or whatever it I don't know that name.
It's
Sunsteel
called-
Strike?
No, it's called 220. Just called 220.
It's called You're Dead, mate.
Take 2 prizes, GX.
It's called See That Thing in the Active, put it in the bin.
In the bin.
Bye bye.
In the recycling.
I think we still Lele Bridget here, you know? I think just getting Magnemite Remoraide's really good here when we can overclock back up to 6. Turns out, Tropical Beach is pretty good.
Even if it is only for 6.
Yeah.
Still, pretty good.
Hello there. Okay. Joe drinking wine. This is not wine, this is water.
It's even stronger. It's pure vodka.
But I just spilt down my own face. God's sake.
Oh dear.
Taking 1 turn is hardly as good as taking 2 turns, but we might have to settle for it.
Mm. 118 people in here right now. Welcome everyone.
Cheers, everyone.
Welcome
Yeah.
to Joe. Taking
2
extra
turns.
They see me rolling. Just kidding. Pass. It's actually
You mean
really
this one
good.
doesn't have overclock as well?
No.
Mm.
Whiff choice band one time.
So, 3 days left. Oh dear.
Yep, you said it. You said it, partner. Oh, they got it all. They got it all. We're going to need something crazy like 2 turns to get back into this game.
Oh, have you got a card that can do that?
Yeah.
Funny you should say that.
How did it happen? I may just have the thing.
I've got the answer. It requires me drawing 6 energy this turn. Is that all?
Just the 6.
All 5 and float. I guess we won't attach the metal just because we still have float outs. But the metal is not a Dialga or a Magnezone or an Octillery.
You can mount Coronet as well if you're.
Yeah, I know. No, I already have 4 in the bin.
Oh, do you? Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I'd say.
Okay, we have some draws. Come on, team! Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. 2 turns.
Oh wow, that hand.
Actually, no, that's right. That's right. Please, team. What do we need? We need letter, float, choice band.
Yeah,
Not much.
that seems difficult.
And energy.
Off of 4, right?
Oh.
Oh, you didn't get it.
We only hit 5 energy, not 6.
Feels bad, man. Looks like you got to take 2 prizes instead.
You're not wrong. Maybe I do it via Meteor Tempest, though. Yeah, I definitely do it via Meteor Tempest.
Yeah, what were you thinking?
Sun's Eclipse.
Yeah, but shouldn't do that. I should still take 2 turns just later.
Yeah.
Who cares about prizes, but you can take turns instead.
I'll deal with you later. Oh, dear.
We do have fun. Alex, play this.
I do like metal.
Who cares about metal? You can take 2 turns. Who cares what type you are?
It's the dragon that we
Oh
care
yeah, I
about.
forgot his dragon, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Jesmond.
Captain Beedle.
Got to the point where people at uni have started saying it when they hang around with me now because they don't realise that I say it so much they don't realise it's like in their vocabulary now. They're like, I don't even know what it means. I'm like, it doesn't matter what it means. You have beedled.
You, sir, have been Jeremid.
Absolute jezza.
Find it odd. We've got Cynthia back in the format now. And I've seen more Lily lately
than
I've ever seen.
before. Yeah. Out on a mission. Oh, they're going for Shocking Jaws. I think they're legitimately going for a Shocking Jaws play.
That's quite shocking.
That is literally shocking. And they flip tails, so...
Mount Coronet, you say?
Gimme, gimme, gimme. Yoda is now following. Thank you so much, Yoda. 2 turns, you say? So, we need to hit 2 energy off of 3 cards if we play Guzman now. If we don't play Guzman now, we always lose the game. So, let's try to draw 2 energy out of 3 cards, shall we?
Any letters left?
No.
Yeah.
We try and deal with Vikavolt and then we Guzman with a Charger Bug, I guess is the route. Let's go. 2 energy, 3 cards. Yeah, it makes sense. Beetle.
Oh dear.
Okay. Pay retreat into Magnemite may be our best play here. After all of that courageousness. Actually, he probably needs to Guzma anyway. So, I mean, this way he can have either Choice Band or Guzma. But we're always dead anyway, right? Like, we're never alive in this spot. Let's just draw some cards. Should have gone for safe KO. We can never win if we go for safe KO.
Plus, that's safe. It's not drawing cards. It's not rolling high.
Safe KO when we're at 4 prizes and he's at 2 just doesn't make sense. High roll instead.
Look like a boss when you do it.
How many cards can he fin pre-Guzma? Oh, he's actually powering up Vikavolt. How many energies are played? Oh my god, he plays Clefairy.
Uh-oh.
That's real scary, yo. Did they hit Choice Band? Do they have enough energy? Well, there's the Choice Band. There's Heavy Ball. Looks like they're scouting. Do you have it? Oh, they're Ultra Balling. What are they digging for? Because they're trying to get Guru draws. They need to get Energy Recycler. That's what they need.
Yeah.
Looks like that shocking Jaws play turned out to be as terrible as it looked. They missed. Yeah, you may as well sad face emoji because you misplayed super hard, dude.
Savage.
Sometimes they just want to see 2 turns happen. That's just sometimes the case.
So do you, though.
Yeah, true. So, what's the best way we can take 2 turns? Deal with Vikavolt, then deal with Vikavolt. Sounds pretty good.
Mm. Yeah, that does sound.
No, deal with Vikavolt, then deal with Billy. Sounds better. Yeah. Okay.
I can go.
Oh, what the? Queued into a game and I'm playing Vikabulu and I definitely didn't click that deck.
I don't think I own any Tapu Bulus.
Dun dun dun. So, do we still have Guzmas available? One more.
So the question is, do I sycamore this hand? I could have done it differently this turn. I could have gone before Mount Coronet. I could have Guzman first, attached a Magnemite, pay retreat, then coroneted back onto Dialga to KO the Bulu this turn. But I think I always want to deal with the Vika Volt here. We're paying retreat, getting 3 energy, so we need to either top deck or take an energy from prizes, or get it from auxiliary draws. I'm not sure what's in our prizes. Haven't been checking because I'm YOLO swaggensing it the whole time anyway. We'll see what happens. Okay, not from prize. They promote Clefairy. Not from top deck, and we have no playable cards for auxiliary. So, our best way of KOing Clefairy this turn is via... Oh, Magneton's been played. We're going to have to try and candy into a Magnezone, which is still possible. Okay. Well, there you go. Got to hit 1 energy off of this. Okie doke. We don't need any of these cards. Wait, we need to hit 1 more energy. We actually whiffed. Oh no. Now we can lose to a lot of things. Let me think about this. I was like, oh, we can pay retreat and get 3 energy back, but no, we can only get 2 energy back, because that's what Stadium does, huh? Well, we lose to an energy. That ain't good. Energy is quite easy to get, huh? They still might need to use Energy Recycler, though. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They should have more than... Unless their last 2 energy are prized. Yeah, there's energy. Whoops. We lost again. Feels bad, man.
Oh, Joe.
Can't believe I'm taking 2 prizes.
Feels bad, man. Okay, let's play a real deck / Zorogarb. And by / I mean entirely Zorogarb.
You can't say real deck. And then come out with that.
I thought this would save me time, but it definitely hasn't saved me much time.
Oh, I'm not even getting paired up against Seal. Seal Fliptini. No thanks, not wasting my time.
Everyone's favourite. Let's burst some balloons in people's faces.
Oh my god.
You know you love it.
You sound like you don't approve. Like.
Funny enough.
He's in denial. What else was in my list? Okay, it's on my phone. I have it built IRL. I just don't have it
Memorized. I have another one of item card. Is it Palpad? Yeah, it's Palpad. What am I missing? Field blowers. And one more card that I'm forgetting. Is it third Evo Soda?
I didn't think Burst of Bloom was still in format, if I'm honest.
I think it's this. 17 supporters a lot though. It's a Pokemon that I'm forgetting. Is it just Coco? What Pokemon am I forgetting? Is it Mewtwo? It's either Mewtwo, Coco, or Latios. Let's play Latios. I honestly can't remember what I played, but it was doing fun things. So let's go. Oh, Necrozma's an interesting one. Yeah, I wasn't playing Necrozma when I was testing it. It can be good, but it can also not be great. That's a bit of knowledge for you there.
Joe
I'll take that
Bernard.
information and I'll keep that to myself.
I actually won a game by decking out a different Zoroark deck by Tapu Curing 2 Zoroarks, I'll have you know. So
Nice.
Laura wasn't happy. Especially because I was proxying, so they were dark energies. She was like, you can't do that. I was like, I told you they're psychics. She didn't believe me. Oh, broken hand. Look at this. Turn 1 Trubbish and Bursting Balloon. Broken. We get Sylveon Mill. Please don't say it's Sylveon Mill. So boring. Yeah, it's Sylveon Mill. You best be ready for some bursting balloon action, Sylveon, because it's coming your way.
Yeah, good luck with that one.
Broken.
Garb really doesn't do anything against them, does it?
Nope.
Stops Hooper. That's it.
Okay. We'll get one out for exactly Hooper. I've prized 2 Zeruas and 2 Zoroarks, so I should probably still get 2 Trubbish out. Can Joe even win if he doesn't take 2 turns?
I'm not watching this.
Oh, hit special charge in the first handiwork. Come on. Come on. That
Destiny.
ain't fair. That ain't fair. Okay, they're single puzzling. We can try and bum rush them.
This was your whole tactic in top 32 last time, wasn't it?
Yeah, but they can't be a random Gallade popping out and knobbing me over. They're going to see these bursting balloons and be like, oh my god, he's a genius.
I played next to someone in where was it? Leipzig, who was playing Zoroark with burst balloons. Got Zoroark garb.
What a champ.
What jump did you say?
What a champ.
I definitely heard something else there.
The real MVP.
Right, just beat down.
Please tell me they didn't have a fairy in the top 3 of their puzzle. Dunna. Oh, it's another single puzzle. No way. There's just no way.
How have you got away with this one?
Oh, Lusamine, that ain't drawing cards. It's over. Easy win. Slide the bursting balloon on, just in case. Pretty sure the bursting balloon won us that game. Just Joe things. It wasn't my fault. It's them. It's them. Blame them. Should have traded the N. Yeah, you're right. I didn't BM enough. I think if the bursting balloon's a good level of BM though.
Yeah.
Like, you know you've lost.
There's enough BM to go around there.
And there's a bursting balloon. JCW playing some Froggos, it looks like. Saw the water symbol. Didn't see any other symbols, so...
Glaceon.
Well, they have colourless as a symbol.
Nah. Lies.
Archie Glaceon.
Oh boy. It's on.
Oh, just pick first. Come on. Oh my god, they chose to go second. What is going on here? Oh.
Hold on a minute.
Shut the front door. Oh, penguins. Yeah, it could be Empoleon auxiliary, I guess.
Pingu.
Well, there's a Remoraid. It could indeed be Pingu's. And you know what's really good in this matchup? Bursting Balloon. Bursting Balloon means that we can actually deal with Empoleons. So, you've been warned. It's way too YOLO to just go for turn 1 Bridget, right? But when you have a bursting balloon, anything's possible. This could be a supporter in our hand, but instead it's a bursting balloon. Just think how much happier we are right now. How much do we believe in our own deck? So we have 3, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 if we count DC as a good out. We have 18 top deck outs if we go Bridget here. 18 out of a 41 card deck. 40%.
When
I start doing the maths, you know I'm already going to risk it.
Yeah, why are you wasting time? Just get the Bridget and search for some Pokemon.
We're against a slow deck, so I think we can afford one bad top deck. I'm going to attach Psychic Active to threaten Energy Drive to make us have 4 more good top decks. Sounds good. Where's my Yugi hair? Yeah, I need to grow my hair out again for more top decks.
Yeah, move.
Oh yeah, there was also a chance that we got end as well. So it's almost like a 50% that we would get outs, I guess. Flawed maths. We'll top deck Cynthia, it's chill. Right, chat, what are we going to draw into? What are we thinking? Oh, it is Greninja.
Another bursting balloon.
That would be broken. Ah. You win this round, dead draw. That's fine.
Brilliant.
Just Tapu Kill. Assert dominance.
Tell him who's boss.
Greninja is not a deck you want to give turns to.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is it?
Yeah. We got end, mate.
What?
Oh, Greninja, you big old clown. They got turn 2 deeps out of it, so... Did they?
Yeah, I'm going to say, to be fair, Greninja feels like a deck where you kind of care more about your own board than their board. Even though you did nothing, you want turn 2 dupes.
Swoop-a-doop. Cheeky little Brooklet Hill action. I got very confused for a second when I saw him deep sing for a Frogadier. A Froakie, I mean.
I'll water dupe for 3 Greninja. Jack is a Pokemon fan. I used to watch Shofu Pokemon's videos.
Used to.
They don't really do Showdown that much anymore. I only really like their Showdown vids. I always felt like the only problem I had with them was I always felt like Joey took him too seriously. Like Shofu and Shizzy were just. I definitely said Joey.
Was it Joe?
No, I always felt like Shofu and Shizzy was had fun with them, and Pokemon was just wanting to win, and he wasn't having fun.
Winning is fun.
Winning is fun, but so is making fun videos. Well, that's what I tell myself when I don't win very often. At least it was a good, fun video.
He's more excited than Taylor Swift. More excited about Taylor Swift than Worlds.
If we do Bad Boys, let's drop out. Go watch Taylor Swift.
Can't go to Worlds now, lads. Double booked.
Just remember I'm busy that weekend. Fortunately, Luke is.
I've got US Internets covered. That's all sorted.
You gonna go?
If I can afford it.
Brilliant.
It's a big if.
So all sorted is now.
Oh,
To be fair, that's a good weekend to have off though, because it means you can definitely watch the stream.
Yeah.
Woo!
Like I won't be going, so I'll be up for having a stream party. Testing.
Todd gets coaching off Taylor Swift. Excellent.
Espeon Garvey, enough boring to play against. Good lord. Oh, you're confused. Oh, roller. I'm confused again. Guzma. and so forth.
Where are my cards? As if they didn't shadow stitching us there as well, by the way. Just saying. Like, they let us draw cards and we still did nothing. The dream there was DCE Bursting Balloon. You all know.
So you told me this deck was broken.
Mate, I've drawn nothing.
Size of your hand.
Yeah, where are the DCEs in it? 2 energy, I've seen the 2 psychics. Oh, hold on, 3 psychics. Stand corrected. Miss break. Miss the break. Yes!
Oh, my opponent's got it all. Lol. Enter 1, get Sycamore. Because I'm watching Joe play. I'm taking your luck, Joe, sorry.
Give it back. I need it.
If you're playing against Greninja and you haven't at least got a 2-3 prize card lead at this point,
It's fine.
it's not going to end well.
N plus Garb is still fine. Trust me.
I'm an expert.
We've drawn some cards. I've got a Bursting Balloon on my Zoroark for the Bants. We've taken a prize.
There's a non-Magnezone version of Duskmane.
You can play Solgaleo. Oh, yes.
Oh, Lord.
There's like 4 ways to play it. You play Silvally, play Registeel,
Magnezone.
Magnezone, or Solgaleo.
What's this star you doing here?
That one hasn't got free retreat.
They definitely just Evo Soda, not Tillery, when I've got Garb out as well.
Oops.
Oh, and they attach into Bursting Balloon. Very good. Wait, what? Huh? Don't tell me Bursting Balloon's bugged. No! What?
Wow.
What
Oh,
just
yeah.
happened?
Oh, yes.
My scheme!
This gets so much better.
Oh,
What?
God.
Better.
You're telling me I can't even test this week? Oh my god! What? No! No! That is not right, game. No. That's a bad game. Oh! Nay, nay! No! What?
At this rate, you're going to time out.
The ultimate BM.
What the hell?
Oh, dear.
He's not happy.
Send in your
He's
support
not
tickets now, boys. What? This
What's
Greninja should be dead. That's why they attacked into it. They bloody knew.
Like, I've seen this before. Don't you worry.
They knew, didn't they?
This isn't my first rodeo.
Real talk, chat. Did they know? Right, round 2 of maybe, but it worked that time. What the? What? Wait, what? Bro,
I'm so confused.
I am confused now.
I'm actually so confused.
Why does it matter that they used 2 different attacks each time, right? One was stitching. One
Yeah,
of them
stitching
was...
seemed to stop it.
Stitching got around Bursting Balloon.
Seems good, yo.
Huh? Right, let's put another one on, just for science.
Keep testing it until it works consistently.
Bursting balloon coin flip from new errata. He hacked.
Omni lol. That's a
Oh
good.
my god.
Jack seems very amused.
Oh, that was genius. I'm so glad that Mad Captain clicked it like immediately.
Oh my god.
It's already in the
Discord.
already in the Discord.
Fire in the Discord. Oh, playing around bursting balloon. Okay, now that he's seen it work once, he's playing around it.
He's scared. Panic. No one told me he did that.
Who said you needed early pressure against Greninja?
Yeah.
People disrespecting Garb. Disrespecting bursting balloon. This is what happens. They're also at 16. There are 8 items.
One more. Can get a fresh one.
Froakie pass. That's a pretty good Acerola, I'd say. Any chance of Miltank tonight? No.
No.
Straight up, real talk? No. Maybe
Why
I
not?
should play Super Rod over Stretcher. We only play 3 basic energy. I did sink 2 into a Lele. Oh, they've hit a field blower. They're back in the game.
Oh. But now what?
Now Trash Launcher's in range. We just need to hit our Psychic Energy. Are they going to ping this Garb or this Garb? Or this Sarua? This Garb, huh?
They see the threat.
You got the N. N to boot. Ooh, Palpad's a nice card. They found another break. Please don't tell me they found another energy as well. That would be a bit rude. Oh, was that Starmie that was in the bin? Oh no, it was Frogadier. Okay. We can live with this.
Yay, I just beat a Buzzwole Garb.
Oh, they have another energy. Come on.
Playing Dark Ride, are you?
That's just rude.
Well, I'm basically just beating it with Zoroark. Because I didn't really get any of my Duskmanes out.
Give him the old beat down.
Exactly.
He'll 1-2.
Oh, they've gone for Shadow Stitching. Oh dear. Well, it was wise, but unfortunately, I'm skillful.
Where did I save this?
Sorry, friend. I've got skills. Skills to pay the bills. Double Guzma to give us top deck for game, but if they have Enhanced Hammer, which we haven't seen yet, we may still want to draw cards. One of each. The Coward's Way Out. Coward's Way Out. Have some trash in your face. So if he wants to carry this Garbodor, he has to not Shadow Stitch. So we should be fine to clear up game here. Which actually means I should have got double Guzma. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Whoops. Yeah, definitely should have got 2 Guzmas. Skillful at making my opponents use items? No, just even more skillful that I happen to draw 1 Psych Energy out of 19 cards. That was the real skill. Just told things.
Oh boy.
Here comes the Froggo. Yeah, see, there's the E-Hammer. So we were playing around the right things when we made our decision.
But it just wasn't necessary.
It just so happens that we have 3 trades available.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. We'll see how kind the trades are. We only have 1 DC left, so we need to get special charge. If we top deck special charge, play special charge, trade, we should be fine. So let's just top deck special charge.
It's not a big ask.
Foolproof.
This is Joe on PTCGO after all.
We did a 1 in 19 last turn. We can easily do a 1 in 18. That's like basic. Did I see Turbo Tord? Yes, yes I did. In all his glory. Alright, hurry up, Greninja Man, take a prize.
Did you see it live?
Saw it in the flesh.
What just happened?
Well, we're about to find out, aren't we?
You know that card that I asked for?
Well.
Oh my days.
What can you do?
Very good.
Some people have just got it, I guess.
I've been practicing with Tord. Let's get the old bursting balloon on.
Oh, and he's got it all.
I got everything.
He's only gone and done it.
That's ridiculous. A 1 in 19 into a 1 in 18. It's alright, Gum's broken.
So happy with himself.
Bloody broken.
That guy wants to cry right now, and Joe's loving
I
life.
just hate losing to Greninja. I hate it. It's like my biggest hate in the world. That deck's been in format for way too long.
It's been around a while.
And remember how bad our first 3 turns were. We had no right to win that game. And Bursting Balloon bugged out on us. Even the game was against us, and we still won.
Still victorious.
The game literally didn't want us to win. And we said, you know what, I'm gonna.
I
Yeah.
don't care. I'm going to win anyway.
Playing Skytrop Lucario, that's playing 4 Field Blower.
Joe's pushing for only PTCGO tournaments.
Would save so much time.
Van Slab is now following, thank you so much.
It'll be so much less exciting.
Nah.
Oh, it's
Those
time
are
for, another exciting donk where we get to put down a Bursting Balloon.
This guy's playing Sylveon wrong. Coming from a Sylveon player, this guy's playing Sylveon wrong.
What's he done? Not evolved.
Mm.
Seems bad, yo.
Deck's a lot better when you have Sylveons.
Bloody 100% win rate against Sylveon.
OP. Yeah, OP, mate.
Streaking. Have I seen
Boy.
Pablo's take on Garchomp? I haven't actually.
Thought it was cool. What's in it?
Tell us more.
No Lucarios. Dun dun dun. No, not really.
It's on the YouTube. Brilliant. Thanks for that.
Check it later. Once the stream's ended, obviously.
Mad Captain. So Tour went from Zoro Stage 1 to Zoro Stage 2, so Brazil Zoro Stage 3s. Does this mean Zoro Greninja break?
Could be.
All the signs are pointing to it.
Does this mean Azul was a genius and he saw this months early?
I'm just thinking about where I put my bursting balloon this turn. Don't mind me. Just thinking about where bursting balloon goes.
This is so upsetting.
Sorry about the lack of chat, guys.
Oh, we prized 2 DCEs? Okay, so Latios is way worse. Double Trubbish? No, we should just do this. When you prize 2 DCE, you gotta dig hard. We also... Oh no, it's fine. We have all of our bursting balloons. Thank God.
Crisis over.
We don't need to panic, lads.
Don't worry, boys. Don't
So,
worry.
if we bursting balloon active, he can float stone, attach, attack, all that good stuff. Or he could go for Guzma, attach, attack. What's more likely?
Oh, snap.
It's more likely that he can find himself a Guzma, right? But it's more optimal for him to put a floatstone on and dig for cards. Do we even burst him at all if it's uncertain?
No.
No.
No, there's too many different possible options.
You're right.
You
I'll
give them
wait.
ways to play around it. You're just going to
No,
waste
wait.
it.
I'll wait.
Get the value out of the balloons.
Stick it on. Any opportunity. Tell you.
Stick it on the Lele this turn.
That'll confuse him.
He'll end up misclicking it. It's fine.
Well,
You'll click to read it, and
Yeah.
oh no, I click Guzma.
he's got the Guzma play. If he had the Guzma play, we
Oh,
couldn't
boy.
defend against any of it, so that's fine.
No.
Optimal.
If you only got one, what's it called?
Zorua, yeah.
Yeah.
This sucks.
Are you playing games, Alex?
I am indeed.
I think you might have played more games for this regional than I have.
That's quite rare. It's quite difficult.
Mm.
Doesn't mean I'm set on anything though.
Oh no,
Sad.
don't be.
Don't believe it.
Why would you do that to me? I made a horrible, horrible mistake.
Oh.
Whoops. DCE. We only have 2 in the deck. Got him. Now, following up with Garbatoxin doesn't seem good when we only have 1 more DC in the deck. So I'm just going to Evo Soda the other guy and try and make him scared to play item cards. Do I ever blow or just Brooklet Hill? I don't think I do. I think we get more value, especially with Trash Launch on the board now. Let's drop the beats for 100. Would have been better if we could drop the beats for 120. Actually, no, it doesn't matter. It's 190 HP. It don't matter. But if he tries to Guzma around with this Buzzwole, we shall see. Ace Roller? What?
Hold on.
Why are you doing that to yourself? You're just going to get Bursting Balloned. Now I could one hit KO with a Choice Band. Yes, I play both. Obviously, I play both.
Why would I not?
This doesn't.
He didn't even re-bench. That's really weird. That's
Bulu with
really
puzzles.
weird.
What?
Oh, I've lost. I hate this game.
You suck.
The BM.
That was like the most timid abuse. You suck. It's like he didn't actually want to hit you. Didn't actually want him to hear you.
Just in case.
No, I wanted to hear you.
You suck.
Alex, you.
Are you like the other side of the room to the mic as well?
I've got my back to the mic, so
Yeah.
probably a bit quieter.
Let's see how you deal with this with essentially a 2-card hand because one's a Buzzwole.
Huh?
Buddy, let's see how you deal with it.
Tell me more.
Promoting Remaraid's an interesting start. If you have Guzma in hand, I'm going to be disappointed. We both know you're stuck, so just pass the turn, mate. Yeah, that's good. That's what we like.
That's the optimal play there, friend.
It's a shame my hand is absolute ass. Do I set up the offensive bomb?
Yes, you do, Joe.
That's always the correct answer.
That sounds like a good play, to be fair.
Yeah, I thought so. Let's just prod him. One Tim. Not playing around second Ace of Roller. Am I bad? Who knows?
Is that man?
Peekaboo with, oh my god, puzzles and Ace of Roller.
Just had space.
Apparently so.
There's one thing he had, it's space.
Oh, and he instructs for one and gets a grass energy. Very good. You, sir, have a good deck.
No one's trading me Glaceons. Damn it.
The only thing this doesn't do is play around N very well by not attaching the DCE. Maybe I should have, but they're just promoting another Rockruff, so they're just being a wet flannel. We could also have power padded to get one N, one Guzma. I don't think it was worth it though. I guess now we'll play around N because we're taking another prize. And if we're truly playing around N, this field blower could be played. Nah, I don't want to play the field blower.
He's arguing with himself now. We could play it. No. You will not play this.
I mean, we had the option to Field Blow or our Garb trade and hope to hit Guzma, but they're still just drawing dead. So we can try it next turn to win game. That seems fine. Oh boy, Max Elixir off the top. Doesn't change.
Oh my god.
Nothing.
Why is everyone playing Garchomp? It's so boring.
Okay, so now we put these back in. We make our little fun play. And we dig for Guzma.
For what?
And we dig for Guzma. And we dig for Guzma.
Please.
You digging?
Please hit Guzma just to stop.
Savage.
And we dig one final time.
Oh.
I don't understand what you're digging for.
Let me tell you the story about Guzma.
Has everyone got their Cynthias for this weekend?
6, 8,
Nope.
9, 10, 11. Trash.
Oh, you opened about 8 boxes now.
I may have to use my full up
Really?
and hold off the sale of it. Nah, it's alright. James B's got me. Jack
Turns
doesn't
out
need him.
Garbodor wins games.
James B has got you.
Alright, one more game.
As many as one.
Pretty sure Bursting Bloom won us that game. Actually meant that the Garbodor could take a one hit, so it genuinely did.
There's one thing Bursting Balloon did there. It was win that game.
Their Acerola was so weird. Acerola to stay out of range, but then got back in range with a Bursting Balloon hit. I don't know. And yes, I should have Ultra Balled.
Should I just bring all my card steals tomorrow, Luke?
You can do.
I don't know what to play.
I'm bringing a lot of cards to Luke's.
Oh my days. Someone needs to bring an airbed, I think.
Shocker, not me.
I mean, I think you're the only one that has one.
I don't have one.
You mean in the
Wait,
Bernard Village?
Isn't there sofas?
Yeah, but there's a few people.
Ah, who's staying?
Everyone. Helpful.
Oh,
isn't it?
everyone going.
Yeah. Oh, for goodness sake, game. Go away.
Okay, I'm back to not liking any deck. This sucks.
Yeah, same.
Alex, I've got a list for you.
You as well, Luke.
Yeah.
Why?
All gone pear shaped.
Luke, let's both play Dark, right?
What?
Don't do that. Alex, I've got you. Sorry, man, don't worry.
You're not
That's
convinced.
what you say.
You're not convinced by the purple guy, Luke.
Huh?
Garbodor.
No.
Unreal.
Everyone in their right minds are going to be playing Garbodor.
I might just play Dustmane with 4 Field Blower.
Yeah, I've upped mine to 3.
Hitting
Had
50
to.
is really good here.
Do it.
You're all playing the wrong deck.
Chats, because you haven't taught me yet.
Nah, can't be right.
I've got the right deck, I'm just not allowed to share it.
What does that even mean?
You just can't share it.
You can't tease us with information.
I just did.
That's just-
Oh,
Jump-
this guy
jump
Chop's playing
a bit
parallel. Sure. Just add space.
He's done you that. Oh, Magneton isn't Magnezone.
I want to do well this weekend just to get some Ultra Prism packs that own no cards.
Skylar for a real supporter.
Hey.
Yes.
Playing against Pheromosa, Lurantis, Max Elixir, Bulu. I'm really confused.
Very, very, very good.
He just fast raided me.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, I'm pretty sure my opponent just prized 4 Garchomp. Because they played Ascension, whiffed it, and then just interscooped.
It's what you like to see. It's what everyone likes to see.
Interesting.
Oh Lord, what's happened here?
Right, I'm going to the spice shop.
Are they still open this time?
Oh, always open, mate.
24 hours.
It is.
24 hours spice shop. Ooh, your spiciest of needs.
Oh, yes.
Jack, are you
Right.
online?
No.
Oh.
Why are you running Magneton Cryface? Magneton's a good card. They're playing Max Ports! Huh? Just had space.
You've been done.
You know when they just had the space for stuff?
You're a... That's proper Beetle.
I'm gonna lose to this as well.
Time for bed, Joe.
Time to bed.
Bed said Zebedee.
So Jack, what am I playing?
I'll send you the list in a bit.
Nah.
I'm busy now.
What do you mean you're busy?
He's
Why is
knitting in the corner.
Why have you got your back to the mic?
He's
That's what I
knitting.
Organising cards.
No, he's
Yeah.
knitting. Don't believe the lies.
Knitting, I'm not knitting, dude. He said he wouldn't tell anyone.
Knitting with Nan.
Daddy! Where's my knitting kit?
Oh, good old knitting.
This is not the technique.
Good old Nan.
I'm gonna miss Benji. I'm gonna miss Benji this week.
Oh, Lord.
Be quite a different experience without him, I think.
Oh, what's a Garbodor anyway? Slap.
What would I have to put Lele in my deck?
Nah, I don't need them. Overrated, Luke.
True.
Just play Quad Lele for the Glaceon matchup. It's all good. Just whack him for 100 every single time. What does Cutterfly do? Well, why am I playing? Why is it Why is it on? I'm
Search
facing
your deck.
one.
Search your deck for 2 energy.
Oh god, it's a Doug Trio deck.
Goodbye, Alex.
This will be fun.
Nice. It's been nice knowing you.
A second Max Pot. Just had what? That's right, space. And E-Hammer. And E-Hammer, by the way, if you're wondering.
I was wondering. Relieved, I know.
I do feel better now.
Oh, my days.
Just had
You just get good, Joe.
Just find some more space.
I need more space in this list, I tell you.
Have you noticed he's not attacking, though, so it's fine?
No.
Yeah, but
it's not
he's
fine,
fine.
mate. He just E-Hammered me. He could have taken 2 prizes, but instead he's taken energy off the board.
It's great for him. He can play this a really long game.
He's against Lee Joe from OmniPoke. He's just well excited.
He's
Play all his
dragging
pet
this
cards
game.
now.
he's disguised
Oh.
the mill deck as the new deck.
Very clever.
Doug Trio's just hit the field, boys. I'm in danger.
Coco.
Fresh water, sir.
Oh, that last trade, Joe.
Pretty good, huh?
I've seen worse. Oh, that's
Time's
my
up.
little brother.
Is Dog Trio actually going to be good? No. No, it's not. Oh my god, Cyrus!
Told you,
Bye.
it's done you.
Wait, no! Why don't I read things? No!
You did the thing,
I did
didn't
this.
you?
Yeah,
you did the thing.
yeah, you messed up.
Oh, come on. That's not the same as parallel, is it?
Yeah, I've also done that many a
PTCGO,
time.
you big clown. Okay.
It's not fun, is it?
He's
Well
still
played.
done nothing, so it's fine. He
Mate,
can't
he's
do
gonna
anything.
mill you out, yeah.
Mad Captain, have you got clips ready? Yeah, he's there. He's sorted. Good lad. He knew what I wanted.
Dog Trio down.
Still winning. He's still not attacked.
He doesn't need to attack. He's going to beadle you out of the game himself.
You're an idiot.
Cutefly
Joe.
has free retreat as well. Amazing.
Just a bit.
Meanwhile, Dal's getting absolutely beetled by Cutefly.
Mate, this thing is.
I'll test you,
legit.
he's not going well, boys.
There's double Q. He's just fairy winded my Zoroark for 40.
Hmm.
That's so weird that they did it that way around. Because parallel's the other way around. Damn it,
Yeah.
CGO.
Typical Joe, blaming the game.
No, come on. There's no continuity here. How are
You say
children
that.
who can't read or lazy adults who don't want to read meant to
You say
know?
that, but there has been about 101 Verbank posts about it this week.
I've been in a different country, Jack, if you haven't noticed.
Right, you've had access to the internet.
Yeah, but I've been in a tournament, haven't I? Busy losing and tying games that I should have won.
Did beat Nitish though,
Yeah, I
didn't
did.
you? What a guy.
Thanks for that, Alex.
Always here for you, mate.
Yeah.
Oh my beetle.
Luke's just done the same.
No, instead of clicking save deck, I clicked off it. I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy watching Joe completely not worry about his beetle because he just gets it all back.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 millions of damage. Okay.
Possibly was very unfair there. The deck I was playing.
Alex,
Hello.
you're in London, you borrowed a Buzzwole off me.
Did I?
Yeah.
Sure I didn't return it?
I don't know. I'm a Buzzwole and 3 Ace Roller down, and they were definitely what you borrowed.
Did I borrow Ace of Roller as well? No, Ace of Roller I put back in your deck box. Did I?
I don't know. If you find a spare Buzzwole, it might be mine.
Let me have a look. This is my binder.
I'm more bothered about the Ace Rollers, to be fair, because I've only got 3.
Wait, why have my wins not registered? No!
Yeah, it did this to me the other night, and I tried to look at my record. I was like, oh, okay. I've played 4 games with a deck that I've just played for 3 hours.
Our
Very
0-0
good.
record is very respectable right now. But yeah, there's Orogarb. You get to lock them, and you get to draw cards. It's good fun. You get to Cyrus throw on targets and get it all back.
Sounds good.
It's because of the bursting balloon. Yeah, maybe.
Are you actually considering playing this, Jeff?
Yeah. Mark played Orogarb Internets.
Yeah, I know, but I still don't get it.
Garb's good. Garb's good, Zoro's good. Bursting balloon's the best.
Ever.
What more do you need to know?
What do you get stomped by?
Nothing.
What? gotta be something.
What stomps it?
I don't know. So I'm trying to figure out.
Mill? Mill's still hard.
Yeah, Mill looks pretty bad for this
Like,
deck.
Wob Hooper would suck. Sylveon would suck.
Mill would suck.
Yeah, just Mill would suck, I guess. I could change Stretcher for Rod, but I think I'd still...
Nah, it still wouldn't help.
Yeah.
Not enough.
No, it all depends.
I mean,
because-
Trashalanche does get there eventually.
You've got to play it very carefully and
But sometimes,
force them to do things.
Handiwork doesn't allow you to play carefully sometimes.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
this still
but-
puts
Get me.
pressure on each turn.
Hmm.
It still forces them to play Flare Grunts rather than...
If you're playing Trashalanche, why are you playing Latios over Coco?
Because
I drew a card.
Trashalanche is only good, even against Buzzwole, like mid to late. Latios protects the Zoruas, basically, because they can't ignore it. And when Zoroark gets online, I can do shenanigans. It could be a Coco, though. I'm not opposed to it being a Coco.
Technically, Zoro Ninja's the Playboys.
Stop that.
That thing you done there, no.
Stop that telling us
Bursting Blue
anything.
didn't make it into your box of useful cards. It used to be played before tool removal. It was actually a good card in, like, Frogs.
Gross.
What else was it in? I swear it was in
Gross
something
indeed.
else.
Trevenant.
Oh yeah, Trevor.
Way back when.
Trevor. Good old Trev.
Didn't some Vesticons take it for a little while?
I hope not.
Space.
It did just have space.
No one just has space in Vespiquen.
If you do, it's for more Pokemon.
It's actually not possible to have space in Vespiquen.
You just want more Pokemon.
Because you start with 35 Pokemon. And then you trim away as you put more stuff in. But yeah, there's Zorogarb. I might play it. Could be fun. Might play another Garb deck. Might take 2 turns for the Bants. Because...
You're definitely not going to play
I mean,
Dialga.
look at how badly I played today. And I still won a decent chunk of games with that deck.
You won like 2 out of 4.
Yeah. That's like
That's a good chunk.
my internet's record right there. So why not?
I mean, you got me there. What can I say?
That's right. 0 Sycamore required for this deck.
Free to play, boys.
Trade is all the discards you need.
Free to play.
There really aren't that many cards you actually want to discard with this deck. You saw me umming and ahhing over a bunch of trades. Oftentimes it was like excess ends and stuff.
I know that feeling.
So, yeah. Could be fun.
There you go. There you go.
I'm
That's
also
so
playing
mean.
online ladder. I know, but like... Well, Zorogarb at least, I was testing against real people as well. Real people with real brains. And
It was Tamao, don't be silly.
it was creating awkward situations, and that's always a good thing. But if that don't work, I'll just try and hit some elixirs with Buzzwole, I guess.
I think you've named about 4 decks to me there.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what to play, mate.
I know, but about 3 of those you've also said to one of us each that you're not playing.
Exactly.
So I don't know what to think anymore.
Oh, I don't know what to think. Sorry.
Welcome to the world of Alex Dow.
I won't play Buzzrock though. Probably. That's the
Is
thing
this how
I'm
you-
least likely to play.
Is this how you feel always, Alex?
Of course.
Taking 2 turns is probably quite bad. Maybe we'll just play Mill.
Am I playing the scoop?
Oh, I think I'd pay to see that.
Wishy Wolves gets Team Galactic Mars or whatever it's called. It's just called Mars, isn't it?
It's just
Just
called
Mars.
Mars.
Yeah.
She's moved on.
She's moved on. She's her own woman now. She's a strong,
Not
independent woman.
We do get Lady to go with the tune as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We could have an
Lady.
all-lady deck. 4 Pheromoses.
Done.
Lucamine, Mars, Lady, Delinquent. It's all there. I'm not playing Dugtrio. That's one thing that's definitely not on the list of things to play. I don't know why everyone has an infatuation with this meme deck. It is terrible. Like,
It's gonna be the new Night March, Joe.
It is not.
I said it to Joe earlier on, and he just ignored my message.
It's
he
actually
just read and ignored me.
It legitimately needs so much to go right on so many turns.
Yeah, but when
There's no way that it's good. There's just no way. It loses to a soft breeze. Terrible. It's actually terrible. If it wins, I'm gonna have to do some sort of forfeit.
Yeah.
Honestly. There's just no way. Everything I've learned about Pokemon tells me that it can't be good. So I look forward to losing to it in the winning in.
Mm-hmm.
Right, cheers for tuning in, guys. Cheers for popping on,
Yeah.
Alex and Luke and Jack.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
See you all in a couple of days, or tomorrow, Luke. And yeah, cheers for watching, guys. We'll be back to our regular scheduling after Malmo. I think I might be able to get a recording done tomorrow, depending on time. I don't even know what deck I would profile, to be honest. Maybe a Glaceon thing, although Glaceon seems to be, in many people's eyes, starting to flop already. But yeah, maybe someone from Malmo is going to find a way to play it. So I might wait till then, pretty much. So yeah, maybe something comes out tomorrow. I'm not sure, though. If not, I might even just stream for like a couple of hours and just play decks. Who knows? But yeah, that'll do for today. And see you soon. Cheers.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.
All right.